Yeah, pretty. Pretty. I'm on her neck, you hear me? I'm on her motherfucking neck. I'm talking about the dumb way. They talking out their ass. I want her. Trying to goddamn me secure the bag. Fuck you talking about? That lady goddamn on the way to the PhD. I'd be a damn fool. I'm trying to secure the bag, Jack. Fuck what you heard. You know what I'm saying? And I can deal with her. She kind of cute in the face. So I'm about to take her down through there on a nightly basis. She be breaking that bag out to me in no time.
Okay.
What
I
up,
mean,
bruh?
and y'all dirty. Y'all dirty for y'all for the throw. Y'all for to really put me down.
Shit, I told him to come
But don't
over
worry
here.
about it. I'm finna get in there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
finna
told him
get
to
in her
come
on
over here.
Jill. That girl finna get her PhD, nigga. I'm finna get down on her.
You
On
better
my
get
mama,
down
I
on
am.
her. Shit. PhD?
Shit. Yeah, dog.
Shit, when you start
I
having
like
them
him.
African tremors and shit, and you start going through your trauma and your fingers start shaking, and it
She
just
gonna be
can't
right
stay.
there.
Yep. The wrap, she know how to wrap
Oh,
your shit up because she gonna get a museum. She gonna have the bondage and everything. The
ooh, I
bondage and
need
everything.
that.
Yeah.
Send them the invite. Send them the invite.
I ain't big
See
friends
that
with
she
them.
ain't
I thought
following.
you followed them. I
I
won't
did on
following
Pumpkin
them.
Pay. I'm finna send her the invite. I'm finna send one more invite to her. What's her name?
I told them to come on Pumpkin Page.
Nah, for real. I'm on her head, y'all. I just don't know. I'm gonna watch Lacorn work. Oh God. You got to know this. And she in my city. That's all she had to say. It was dead from the door.
Oh shit.
My
Darquon,
mama.
Darquon,
What's
please,
that? What's that?
Darquon, please spare them from the madness, bro. Please,
No,
bro.
I'm bringing her over here for me. Fuck them.
Man, shut
Please, bro.
up.
Oh
I want
Lord.
Damn. You had
Oh
that same profile
Lord.
picture for 6 years now. Change it up.
her.
I haven't
Change it,
even
bro.
been. You hear the craziness?
I'm tired of you.
I haven't
I'm
even
tired of
been here
you
for six
running, bro.
years. I
You've been
haven't even
running
been on
all
this
your
app
life,
for.
bro.
Ma'am, I've only been on this app for two.
Change it, bro.
Lady, you have never known me. You've only known
Change
me for
it,
one
bro.
year.
Hey man, this girl, this lady crazy, man.
I
Six
This
tell
years
lady
this
you.
nigga been
crazy.
running. Change that shit, bro.
She's not even running for years.
This shit ain't even been to. I literally just came on
Oh
this app in two
shit.
years.
Oh shit.
Literally,
Bruh.
I've only been on this
Man,
app for
you
two
can't fuck
years,
with a
bro.
baby picture of wives, man. No bullshit. And yeah, I didn't invited them over here. Hey, Chase, you follow either one of them?
I follow Kimmy. Yeah.
Yeah, bring Kim. I ain't got Kim. Yeah, bring Kim. Send her the invite.
Uh,
Send Kim the invite for
do,
sure.
do do I have to?
Nah, please, if you don't mind, brother. If you don't mind.
I don't mind, but you know
It's
how this.
hard to take on these people by our damn self, man. Help me out.
I mean, nah, I get that, but that's the thing. I'm trying to. I want them to stay in the sane area. Where the.
I got him. I got him. I promise you I got him. I got him.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I got him. Cause boy, yeah. And she ain't really all that fine to me, but she I ain't though on my mama. I'm gonna take her down through the. That's how I know I'm gonna take her down through the. I ain't giving her number good strokes to the man. What? This is how it gets against the party. You cannot get in.
What up,
Come
Man, what the
on,
Bill?
fuck you
Rocket.
niggas doing tonight, bro? I'm over here
Come
trying to
on, Rocket.
A-Rack and Mayshack, and here you bitch ass niggas a Bendigo. Fuck y'all
Come
got
on,
going in this
Rocket.
hole.
Come on, Rocket. Come on up, Rocket.
Bring your
You
ass
were
up
giving
here,
them girl
Rocket.
hell. Rocket, I ain't gonna lie, Rocket, you a dirty motherfucker the way you were handling me, Kim. Yeah, you a dirty motherfucker. You know young lady can't handle that bullshit that you
Damn,
putting down on that woman.
Pretty ain't sent me no call. Oh, I was ready
I
to say
ain't
I
do
thought me and Pretty
nothing.
was friends.
You a
Gratitude.
lie.
Thanks, Pretty.
Shout
Get
out
on
Rich,
here,
Mm.
man.
girl.
Rich that nigga,
Thanks,
man.
Yeah,
No
shout
Pretty.
out to
care.
Rich, cause I know he might send
Oh
me at
yeah,
least a
Rich my
money gun
nigga. Rich
soon.
my nigga.
Shouts
Rich,
out
come
to the
up here if
nigga
I can send
Rich.
your ass some
He a
funds,
real
Rich.
one, and he a real one. And shout out to Jesus and
Appreciate
and
you.
Jesus and shouts
Rich.
out to my mama and my daddy and
Rich
All right,
shouts
big
out to
Kanye.
nigga.
Jesus.
All right, Kanye.
Shouts out to anybody want to shout out?
Hello,
Anybody want to shout out?
one.
Anybody? Shouts out to
Shout out
Darquan.
to you, Bill.
Shouts out
Shit.
to me. That's
Uh-huh.
Bill.
Bill.
Shouts out to Pretty. Shouts out to Chase. Even though we don't really fuck with him like that, shouts out to his ass too. Shouts
That
out to
ain't even
Wise
my
One.
shout out, Bill.
I just I just did. I just gave you a shout out. I literally just
Oh,
said shout out
okay.
to Wise.
Yes.
Somebody said shout out to $5 Indian.
Man, shout out to them white motherfuckers too, I guess.
Bubba.
Fuck it. Shout out to the Continentals that run away from home and then talk shit. Shouts out to Pumpkin and her Pentagon head ass. Shouts out to Pumpkin husband. Shouts out to
Yeah.
Earth. Shouts out to America. Shouts out to China. Shouts out to the slippers in Africa
Oh,
because they
Goon,
keep
send
them
them
feet
the
from touching
invite.
that rough ass ground and
Hey,
keep the
Bubba,
plant
send them
from
the
splitting
invite. Send
apart.
them the invite.
Shouts out to Bubba last can of motherfucking lip chap. Cause you
Appreciate
know
it,
he don't be
Rich.
using that shit.
Rich making this motherfucker go
And
up
shouts
for
out to
no
Jesus. I'm
reason,
good.
man. Shout out Rich, man. No cap on me.
Shout out
That
Rich
boy
again.
don't miss. Oh, my mama, he don't miss. Stop playing with the game. This against the
Devin,
party, you cannot get in.
Devin Hester used to be like that.
Yes, and shout out to Jesus.
I don't know who sent me them coins, but thanks.
Are you related?
Thank
Rich.
you.
The nigga
Rich,
name
yeah,
literally
you must
Rich.
be rich. Rich is really rich. Goddamn, thank you, Rich.
Yeah, Rich have emotion.
Yeah, damn.
Damn, pretty
Pretty in
sending
Paris
goddamn
have emotion, man.
Well, thank you.
the
Shit.
fuck
Who
was
Man,
that
where's my
from?
motherfucking Voltron
Nah,
Starship?
she meant to send it to me. She ain't meant to send it to you.
How
Now
the
she meant
fuck
to send
did
that
that
shit to
come?
me. That's what she meant to send that bitch to Pretty.
Yeah,
Learn
she
how
ain't
to
meant to
look,
send it to
Pretty.
you.
I ain't gonna be mad, but just learn how to click next time, okay?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, we got my girl Kim in the building, man. We got my
Yeah,
girl
hold on. Let me
Kim
Oh
in
come
the
up
damn,
here. I
she
building.
want
sent the
me.
yeah
I
shit.
want one
Okay, there
too.
we go.
I
There we
want
go.
one too.
Okay, maybe she
I'm
meant to
cute.
send it that time,
Shit,
but
I'ma
she
send you what
also
I got.
misclicked again.
Must send
I
your ass
want
I'm
what
one
I
wrong
too.
clicked
got,
again.
baby.
I ain't never had one
We
of them. I
got
want
my
one of
girl
them.
Kim in the building, man. We got
That
two
was
spots
dope.
saved
Thank you.
for Kim and what's her name?
So I went and go drop
Uh uh
cornbread on the other panel.
what's the lady name? What's the
I
lady
was
name?
loving when
Fly
you was dropping
bookworm.
his ass.
Yeah, Bookworm.
I
Kim and
dropped two
Bookworm.
galaxies on
Still,
his head real
still,
quick.
you gonna have to stay in the comments. You hear me? Cause special ed kids, this is not that time.
Oh,
You gonna have to stay in the comments for right now until the ADA get in the room and then we can get you
oh.
some rights. But for right now, nigga, we is on some Trump shit. We violating all your rights, nigga. Yeah, you don't get the right to come up here right now.
Man, Tyrone over there cutting up. Man, dude said Tyrone said they asked Tyrone hit them up and asked them if he, you know what I'm saying, he want to go learn they culture. I'm
That's
like,
good for
what?
him. That's very nice for him. Happy for him.
Yeah, Kim, don't come on up. What's her name? Invite your sister.
Come on,
Invite
pretty.
Bookworm up. Cause the conversation need to be
Who
had.
the
I'm glad
fuck
we
is
having the conversation.
Bookworm?
Oh, don't worry about that. That ain't none of your business.
Let me
Damn.
tell you something,
That
nigga. Don't you tell me
education.
what is and ain't my business, nigga. Cause I don't do that
All
shit
that
to you with them
education
little ass shoes
Ogun
you be
got.
wearing.
Damn.
Ogun speak 25 different languages. And
Now
he
my
just sent
bad.
my boy 20 coins. Nigga, if you don't send some more coins to Rich,
Okay.
My
Appreciate
So
bad,
you.
now,
Darquon. I ain't mean to talk to you like that, bro.
you better
nah,
send
it's
Rich some
all
more
good. It's
My
coins.
all
bad, bro.
love.
My bad, bro. My
But
bad, man. Damn.
Speaking all
but
them
nah,
damn
though.
languages
Hold
for
on, pretty.
20
Back
I
to the
don't
coins.
want
conversation at hand. But
pretty
now,
stay on my
Kim,
business, pretty.
Kim, I want to ask you a question though. I want you to be honest with me.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand what I mean now when you heard the ideology of these group of people? When I say we can't let them on the bus.
Oh yeah, I definitely understand. Everybody can't go with us.
Hell
Be-
no.
Here we
No.
go.
because
Hey, appreciate that, Ogun.
Where the hell y'all niggas going? Because you don't want to go back to Africa.
They going.
So where the
okay,
hell is y'all going, Kim?
What
see,
you
she
mean
gonna be
back?
Talking
What?
about we can't go
Nah,
with y'all.
she
Where
an
the hell
indigenous
y'all
nigga.
going?
She an indigenous nigga.
We're American, so we
Nah,
obviously
you
we're gonna
gotta
stay
you
here.
African American. You
We can
African
be both.
first.
Darquan don't
right.
coming with
We're
us.
both.
Y'all Africans
We're
Is
both.
first.
the
We
is the
gotta hold up.
European
Y'all gotta
American
let
being
her
kicked out
respond.
yet?
Let her respond too though now. Be kind
So
to
we're
my
both.
guest.
So we're both. We're both African and we're American. Those two things can exist at once.
No way.
Well, what is African that you do when you say it exists at once? Like what is some of the things you do that's African?
I mean, my existence. I'm a person of African descent. Just living, I'm doing something that
So
Africans
when you
do.
want to go back home where your existence just started at?
I'm
No,
about to send
because
a
my
galaxy. I might get her gone.
No, no, no.
Uh-oh.
Now let us
No.
stay. Let us stay.
No, I'm just playing. All right. I'm just joking.
Galaxy rule in effect.
I'm
Don't say that,
joking.
cause Richard dropped the panel.
Rich, don't you
Go
send
ahead,
no
Ken.
galaxy to drop me, Rich.
Well, wait, but
No,
okay.
I ain't sending my
Why is that
people. Only
always?
Africans. I don't like Africans.
There
What
you
you were
go.
saying, Ogon?
Except for Ogun.
What the appreciate him from Mississippi though?
You one of the good ones.
Why is it? Why is it always a conversation? Okay, you call yourself African American, you need to go back to Africa, like
Yeah, that don't make
automatically.
Right.
sense.
Sounds just like the
And here's
Klan,
the
don't it?
thing: it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Benin. I'm down with Mauritania. You know what I'm
Young
saying,
people
or
gonna eat
whatever.
you.
But what I am saying is that being of descent, you could. Nobody's telling you if you are Native American descent, and nobody telling you to go back to Asia, right, or Siberia, right? If y'all gonna
Right.
claim that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was
Or
gonna,
you have Irish ancestry, you know what I'm saying? Northern Ireland still calling you back, big dog.
I wouldn't say
Somebody
just like we
share the
don't
somebody
say.
share the live out the bookworm.
I
Well,
did.
Oh,
She'll
okay.
probably be in here in a little bit, maybe.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I mean
So
I
what
would
So,
you
say
so what
like
you're saying,
literally.
Chase?
Are we saying? I mean, do we tell the European and the other Asians and all the other people
Oh
of
shit,
other
bookworm
Okay,
continental
in the
here she
room,
descent?
baby.
is.
Yeah, like
Bookworm in the room, baby.
are
I'm
we
sorry,
telling the
Chase.
European? You good? You good? Are we telling the European to go back to Europe? Are we telling the Asians to go back to Asia? In that case,
It,
hey, fair enough.
I don't know. Is it just me or is it getting hot in here?
Oh Lord, you
Okay.
gotta chill out a little bit now,
All
Darquon.
right. Let me see.
You got DMs for that now.
Pimpers has been pimping.
out of
No, it's
pocket.
just getting hot. That's just me. But nah, I feel you though, Chase. I see exactly what you're saying. Because
Like
if that's the case, then yeah, they need to go back to Siberia, where they people originally came from, because
well,
technically they Siberians, unless they want to say they all
well,
came from America.
They go bookworm.
I mean, technically, I mean, look, to be indigenous means that you are the first people of a place. So if they are so technically indigenous Americans are Siberian, so they kind of are entitled to stay here. If you are indigenous to if you migrated from Siberia, because technically the first Native American was a Siberian. But so with that said, they are required to stay here. They are cool to stay here. I was just referring to that's why I went to European Americans who came here technically before the African did, and other Asians like the Chinese who were brought here, I think, via the 1900s.
Oh,
So
they were here earlier than that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just
So
like the Caribbeans have been coming here since before then, since
yeah.
the 1890s at the very least.
yeah,
Before
Caribbean's been here since at least like you said, the 1498. You could push it to 1496 even.
Mm.
it's never the conversation dealing with anybody else being sent back to their homeland.
Always the
You know what I'm
African
saying?
name.
I'm Italian American, but you still go
Yep.
to little Italy in New York, but you don't tell them, you don't walk
Go
into
back to Italy.
like, nah, head back to Sicily, big dog.
Right, go back to Rome. Go, you spaghetti eating motherfucker. Never that.
And see, that's my problem. That's my problem, right? Because the sister was giving a instrumental piece of information when she was telling them like, I want to be a part of the curating the history, and then it made me really question and think, like, who do these quote unquote indigenous Negroes, what I like to call them, who do they have curating their history? Where are their museums? When is it going to begin for them? Because they always asking us questions about our history, but our history is being curated. Whether they want to consider it to be false history, whether they want to consider it to be whitewash history, no matter what, it's being curated. But nobody has seen an American Negro museum, American Indian Negro museum being curated by Negro American Indians. So
Mm.
y'all got a lot of work to
Your
do
girl
if you're
doing
gonna
it.
Heck,
Your
ask us
girl
any
doing it right
questions.
now.
we even have DNA to back Darquon. You even have DNA to back your side. We even got the haplogroups.
Man, get off his thing, Chase. Don't start
There
that
we
shit. I'll
go.
drop your ass right now.
Now I
I'll
gotta
drop
get
you right
dropped.
now. On my mama, you'll get dropped.
So
What
Rocky,
I do?
you want to
Riding
answer
this
that
new.
question?
How was that dick
There we
Oh,
riding?
go. Oh, hold up.
Rocky, you want to answer that question?
What question?
So who do y'all have as American Indigenous Negroes curating y'all history for you right
Who
now?
the galaxy was for though? Who the galaxy was for?
Drop Chase.
Oh
Bye,
yeah,
West.
Damn.
Bye. How you want to get back up, broke ass?
Damn, Chase.
Don't play with me on it, bitch. Friday night. Let get you up so I can drop them for free.
Well, what
So what you
history are
saying?
you speaking of? You talking
I'm
about
talking about
my
like, y'all
my
say
thing?
yeah, yeah.
Who
Your
is
people.
y'all? Because once again, as a collective on this app, and my personal life is two different things. So, what history are you speaking of?
Your people's
Because if
history.
you're
Your
talking about
people
a group of
specific.
reclassified people, then it's many people's histories that are
So
involved,
so
depending on what they did.
who's curating your history is my question.
I mean, what history? Like, what are you
The
speaking
history of
of?
y'all being reclassified as Negro Indians, all that. Like who's doing that work to preserve your history?
The work has already been done. The BIA has a lot of history,
Okay.
What's the
So
right?
lady name? Chief Warhorse? She doing it right now too.
I mean, but that's her folks, though.
Is she
Yeah.
Afro
That's what I'm
Indigenous?
saying. If you're talking about when she said we're not individuals, we are. Because on an individual basis, my folks, my area, my tribe, the region they come from, they're, upholding the history of my folks. So, I mean, personally, but if you're talking about who invented the stoplight and, what happened in certain areas, I mean, that's why I'm asking, like, what,
well,
that's
my
a
thing is
broad
you had a lot to
question.
say about African American history as it pertains to like the civil rights movement and all those things, which again can be blurry lines because again, you're not African American,
What did
correct?
I say about the civil rights movement?
You were talking about how Martin Luther King didn't do shit to change nothing at the time, which goes hand in hand with the civil rights movement because Martin Luther King was one of the spearheads of the civil rights movement. So I'm
That's not what I
saying,
said. I said
no,
ain't
no,
nothing changed. And then I
right,
said,
exactly,
wait,
exactly.
wait,
But
hold on. And then I went on to say that the African American Summit, which what Fly was asking me about, so that's what I was talking about. So I never spoke on that.
so what did you
You talking
say?
about the one in
Oh yeah, Fly, you
1989?
did answer that. So since her point was about the change of the name of African American, like Fly, like do you feel
Hmm.
like that was like some significant point of history change or like a lot of shit happened because of that?
I mean, no, I kind of my thing is I was just trying to find out. I'm sorry, I don't know background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just trying to figure out where kind of like where that was coming into the conversation. I didn't, what I'm saying, I wasn't understanding like why we were talking about that. Like, what was your point in it? That's what I was just asking y'all. I was trying to get who was coming from when you was talking about it.
Yeah, at that time there was a lot going on, but mainly because of the reclassification. So when people say, why are we around? Why are this and that? It's a lot of reclassification that happened. It's a lot of people who come from different areas, different tribes who were implemented in what you would call today Black history. And on top of the resources, right, that has been, um, that were created, right, wasn't just for what you call today Black or African Americans. So yeah, that's what my point was at that time. He was talking shit. So I was just informing that a lot of people from around
So do
different
y'all consider
areas.
yourselves a part of African American history or no?
No, I consider myself a part of
No.
Black American history before Jesse Jackson put us all on the same bandwagon. Before that African American term came about, it was
Facts.
Black history for Black Americans. Slavery or Africa didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh,
I
Which
mean,
I
meant
didn't
it
Miss
know
was a
that
group
Well,
of
either.
that's
people
not
with
true.
Yes,
yes, it
that's
was.
part of our
Let
history.
Miss Kim, let Miss Kim respond. Let me Kim respond.
Okay, so that is a part of our history. So if you're a Black American or African American, part of our history includes slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. So you can't skip that
I'm
at
not
all.
skipping that part. I'm telling you
What?
that
Who
when
is
they was
skipping
talking,
that? Who
hold
I'm
said
on,
not.
I'm
I
that?
telling
wasn't
you
talking to you.
before, I'm telling Kim, before they put the term African American on our
We didn't
titles,
say that neither.
this was Black American history.
Okay, so Wish, when did our
So
ancestors?
now,
Mhm.
whenever anything is created, anything is found, anything is discovered, they attribute it to Africa. And I'm not buying that shit. They always attributing good, great goddamn work from the Black Americans, and now that contribution is going to now African. Before Jesse
Contribution.
Jackson put that goddamn term on our people, African American, the blacks was being given the credit what credit was due. Now all our great work is now being associated with goddamn Africans.
Like
And
the
I don't like
African
it.
Methodist Church.
That's fact.
I don't like it.
Because Africans didn't know how to. They didn't know how to cultivate cotton.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
That's
Cotton
Are you
has been in
serious?
Africa a very long
Africans
time.
did not
Exactly.
Originally
Like
know how to cultivate
weaving.
cotton.
Like
That's just a
Africans have
lie.
Africans have a distinct actual way of weaving. That's how we know it's African
They
versus
didn't
Native
get cotton
American.
until the 1900s.
What?
Lord have mercy. I
Africans
swear.
didn't get cotton until the
Wow.
1900s.
That's not
Okay,
true.
let's look it up.
Brother,
does
what's your
Africa
source?
have its
Hold on,
own
wait.
Yeah, look it
Let's
up. Look it
hold
up.
on, wait,
Look it
y'all.
up.
Let's
Look it
ask
up.
him what's
Look it
his
up.
source for that information. Where did you get that information from?
Don't worry about it. It's a
Wow.
fact.
That is not a
It's a
source.
fact.
That's not a source.
Look it up. You
Wow.
look it
No,
up.
I'm not looking that up. I don't want that on my search engine at all. That's
So
ridiculous.
are you saying, Kim, that cotton come from Africa?
No, each
Cotton
continent,
comes from America.
the Americas
Where
and
it comes
Africa,
from.
each have their own cotton that's indigenous to each other.
Right.
No.
So what's the difference between American cotton
They
and
took the
African
cotton
cotton?
over to Africa.
So that,
Darquon, how
What's
Chase
the
get back up
difference
there?
between American cotton and African
Oh
cotton?
shit. Where's Chase?
okay. So we're not
Another
saying
God
that
damn.
Africans brought cotton over.
Oh no.
What we're saying is the Africans that were here were cultivators. They were agriculturists, so they knew how to cultivate cotton and rice and tobacco and all of the different things that our ancestors brought here. But I kind of want to
Hold
know
on, you saying your ancestors brought cotton to America?
the skills. They brought the skills.
No.
So is there cotton in
There is no
Africa?
tobacco in Africa at
I
all.
want
They
to
got
know,
that
is there
from us.
cotton in Africa, Kim?
Okay, y'all gotta
They
give
come
him a
to the
chance to
United
respond.
States.
Let him respond. Let him respond.
Yeah, I want her to respond. I don't want the dude to talk right
Right.
now.
Okay,
I'm
so
talking
I'm
to Kim.
not talking about the product itself, the crop itself. I'm talking about knowing how to cultivate these crops. Africans knew how to do that.
But I'm asking you, if Africa never had cotton, how can you know how to cultivate something that you never had? That's my question to you. If they never had the cotton on their land, how was they able to know how to cultivate something that would have been new to them? So how was they able to do that, Kim?
They
Africans
understood
had
how to
cotton.
grow
Shut up,
things.
Ogun. Ain't nobody
I'm
talking
just
to you,
saying,
Ogun.
so
I'm
that's not what
talking to
she's saying.
Kim. Two females talking, Ogun.
Lord mercy. She is, at least.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kim. I'm sorry you was interrupted by Ogun.
So what I'm saying is, they just knew how to grow things. They knew how to make things grow. I like to use rice as an example of what our
They
ancestors.
learned it from us.
Sir, I'm
We
pretty
bought-
sure that I'm
we
not
bought-
on mute, and I did not put a period in the middle of my sentence. So let me finish, please. So they knew how to cultivate things, right? It's just like Africans brought rice to the United States, well, to the Americas, right? And that's why you have what we call Carolina gold. Rice was America's first cash crop prior to cotton. And I think, and the question I have for you, Wish, when did our ancestors stop being African?
Never bought rice to
My
America.
ancestor was never African. My grandma told me a long time ago, she is black and don't call her Africa because she never been to Africa. Her parents weren't from Africa, nor was her grandmothers or mothers from Africa. So my grandmother made sure we knew that. So when you saying stop being African, I never was an African.
So that's fine. I'm starting to understand that there's two different types of black people here in the
Black,
United States.
correct. Yes.
Right.
yes.
So in with my culture and my ethnicity, we understand that we are the descendants of Africans. And that's not your story. So all of it, right. So that's cool. I respect that. So when it comes to our art forms, our music, our languages, all of those things, that belongs to our culture, African Americans.
Chuck Berry was a full Indian, ma'am.
He was not no damn
Michael
Indian.
Jackson was not an African either.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
All
even gonna let you
right.
play with Chuck Berry like that. You not gonna play with
Exactly.
Chuck Berry.
All right.
You
Listen,
are
y'all can't
not.
listen
Listen,
to
we is from
y'all
DC
can't
to
listen to any
DMV.
modern music.
Ma'am, please do not play with
Y'all
Chuck
can be
Berry
from
like that.
DC wherever y'all
Y'all
want to
can't
be.
listen to any
Clearly,
modern
y'all ain't
music
watched his story.
up
That's
until blues
crazy.
All the
because y'all don't
genres
like
of the
Africa so
music
much.
comes from America. All genres of music comes from the Americas.
Our modern music come from blues, which we know blues itself
How you
Blues,
And
doing,
see,
man?
we
I
know
jazz,
have a
blues
hard
hip
itself
hop,
time with
rock and
people who
roll,
don't
all
do
that
African
their
comes
due
from
inspired.
Africa.
So
diligence,
again,
right? And want to
y'all
Most
label
definitely comes
everything
from
African
Africa.
American and Black
I
history
literally said it
from based
Not
specifically.
off of
I said
necessarily.
revised and republished
blues is
history
African
because people
inspired.
don't look at the dates
That's
at the
true.
bottom of the shit that they look
We
at
Yeah,
and they think
look,
that
whatever.
they're
that's
smarter than
So
every
how
fucking
old
body.
how
But
old
no,
you
that's
I'm
gonna
not
be?
smart
cool.
to everybody. Just a couple
Stevie
people. Just
Wonder.
a couple people.
Whitney Houston. What are you talking about? You're
What you
crazy.
talking about? Like
So
again,
what y'all do is, I don't mind if y'all claim your own
What?
stuff, but what y'all do is y'all
I'm
claim
not
other
claiming
people.
shit. So
So
you're trying
Michael
to be a black
Jackson, Chuck
I am.
Berry,
supremacist.
I'm
You're
claiming
trying to
other
Whitney
be a
stuff.
black
Houston,
I'm
supremacist.
claiming
I'm
all
not
of
everything.
that,
claiming
all
anything.
of
I'm
that,
telling
Hold
those
you
up.
those
what
Let
that
those
let
man
hold
African
up.
was.
those
I'm
African
not
Let her
claiming
American
respond.
shit.
Let her respond.
Michael Jackson's was proudly of African
I didn't
descent.
say anything about Michael
It
Jackson.
was not.
So you're
He's
not the only
not
one on the panel
African.
that I'm responding to.
Okay, I'm just
Michael
letting you
Jackson and
know.
his family
Yeah,
is
I'm
not
telling you.
African.
Say
So
again.
You can't
Miss
tell
Fly
me shit,
Bookworm.
ma'am.
Hold
Indigenous
up,
That's
Miss
people
Fly
it.
I
Bookworm. Have
prefer
you
American.
not
ever
to.
heard
No, you
Miss Fly Book?
can't.
Hold up, Miss
I
Fly
don't care.
Bookworm.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Uh-huh.
heard of Chuck Brown being 100% Indian?
No. I've never heard
Me
that.
James
neither.
Brown,
Chuck
100%
Brown?
Even
Indian too.
Michael Jackson.
Who is
Okay,
Chuck
wait.
Brown?
Oh my bad,
Okay,
not Chuck Brown.
Oh.
Michael
James
Jackson.
Brown.
Even okay. Even Michael
James
Jackson,
Brown.
and you even want to talk about Jesse Jackson, people do have native ancestry as well. We're not saying that.
Jesse Jackson.
Excuse me.
Go
People
for
do
it.
have. Thank you. People do have native ancestry as well. That's where that Afro Indigenous comes in. So we're not saying that we did not mix with Native Americans or they weren't native, that we don't have some of their blood. But those people still also acknowledge that they are of African ancestry as well.
I
All
Afro
thought
is
people
a
love
African
the
have
Bible.
hairstyle.
greatness
You know,
unless it comes from
But
America.
okay.
What are
I
you talking
actually
about?
saw
Hey, where's
Michael
hey
Jackson
Jesse Jackson ain't
interview.
claim African
No,
American.
who was the nigga at the top?
hey?
That's
I got a
me, nigga.
question.
Yeah, he
Can
just
y'all
about to
can,
go.
can
That's what
y'all
it
Mute
is.
his
It's
can
ass
me.
so
y'all
you
Bro,
show
can
he
me?
use
can't
your
he can't
power.
have a
He gone
conversation.
for
Can
He
a
y'all
can't
second.
have a conversation.
can
He
y'all
gone.
can y'all please show me an example of influential African greatness outside of America and the American culture? Can y'all show me, like, give me some examples of that by any chance?
Leopold
No,
Senghor.
So
Leopold
Billy, that's
Senghor, the
not a
first president
fair
of
You know
Senegal.
who you
that's not
said
a
who?
fair question.
That
Huh?
is a
Leopold
very fair question.
Senghor.
Who
How?
Ogun?
Leopold Senghor, the first president
Does
of
anybody
Senegal.
here know who that is?
Never heard of him.
Kwame,
I'm literally here though.
Kwame Nkrumah,
Yeah,
Nelson
yeah, Ogun.
Mandela.
Are you getting my point though, Ogun?
I'm
Are
just
you
putting it.
getting what I'm
Amy
getting
Silver.
at?
I'm just putting out there.
I
But we
know,
have to be fair
I
with
know.
this bit.
Look,
No, no,
and look, I applaud you for doing so. But do you get what I'm getting at? You see how
no.
nobody know who the fuck
I
that
got what
is?
you're saying. I got what you're saying. But let's be fair. Let's be fair on some things.
I'm being
One,
very fair.
no. I know you are, and that's fine. Let's face it. Sometimes the American system, the Western system, because
No,
again,
don't do
if I
Philly,
that.
let
said
him
this in you,
finish. Philly,
if
Don't
let him
I
do
said
it.
finish.
this in the UK, if I said this in the UK, if I said this in France, I would get a different reaction for that.
How you
I'm
know
just
that?
putting that
I
out there.
doubt
Those
it.
How you know
those are
that?
Western worlds.
How do you
How
know
you know
that?
that?
Because
And you over here
one,
How do
with
we
I've
know
been
that?
there. I've been there. That's
come
one,
on.
and I've
Bro,
had
you
these
ain't asked
conversations
some
with those
people that
people.
question about.
Literally, I've been. Look, I got family and friends. What are we talking about? I'm
I ain't
not.
say you
I don't
ain't
know.
asked some
See,
people about them folks.
I don't have to. I can say the name. I can say the name, and they
Okay.
automatically know the name.
I'm trolling.
You
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying?
I'm
What
trolling.
happened
So
to
that's what I'm saying
Flywheel?
about
Who
it.
took
Like I
Flywheel
had to
down?
ask them that question, but what I'm saying is I can have a conversation. But also on top of that, the same media, the same education is one direction. We are in the United States of America, and because we are American, our voices are louder in the world than a lot of other people's. We have to take that into effect too.
Right.
You
Why?
know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Our
wanted
voices
to
are louder.
ask.
No. See,
What's up, Peanut?
our voices ain't loud nowhere.
Alito.
People just happen to
So,
take care,
homie.
happen to want to look at us because we're literally the center of the
thank you, bro.
fucking universe.
You
It's not that
saying
our
the
voice is
same
loud.
thing.
Is that I know. It's not that our voice is loud. It's that our culture is loud and people pay attention to our culture. I don't give a
But
fuck
that's
about
the
what we have
same
to
Okay.
say.
thing, Bill. That's the same
No,
same
it's not.
thing.
It's
We
not
kind
the
of
same thing.
we
What
kind of
we
agree,
say,
Bill.
what we
Oh, to
saying
Kind of
chase
what we
rebuild.
something
No.
okay, hey,
galaxy.
look, let me
Chase
finish.
something galaxy to get
Look,
back, man. That's what I'm talking
what we
about.
say and what we do, like when it comes to a worldview or to two completely different things. They don't give a fuck about what we're saying. The world watches what we do. The world don't give a damn about what we say. If that was the case, niggas wouldn't be oppressed. What the fuck are y'all talking about? The world only cares about what the fuck we do. That's why
Darquon,
they
who we dropped
copy
that for?
everything we do. That's why nobody has no
I don't know who that
originality
dude was.
Facts.
outside the Black American
Facts.
culture. They mimic and then they
That
try
was
to,
Peanut.
Oh,
Facts.
yeah.
He ain't dropped
So
Peanut,
when
man.
it like, what are y'all saying? That's why I'm asking, like, where is the African greatness outside of America? Because it's really strange to me that y'all tether on to America and they're like y'all like, oh, Martin Luther King, motherfucking Michael
So
Jackson proudly
hold on.
was proudly African. No, the fuck he ain't
Hold
ever
on,
said shit
sir.
about being no African. So where
Hold
is
on,
But he
y'all's
never
sir.
hold
greatness
up,
said,
Bill.
but he
outside
Hold
of
up,
never
hold up,
said
America?
that
Bill.
he
Hold
was
up,
an
Bill.
African
Where's
American
y'all
Gosh,
already.
greatness
Hey,
outside of
y'all.
America?
hold.
Like
Let the
let's
ladies
ask the
respond.
real questions.
Hold up, Bill. Let's let the ladies respond.
Oh gosh.
All
So
right,
I'm.
so
Go ahead, Fluff.
Michael Jackson, he went like remember when he went to Africa and like he went to like Senegal,
So
and he
what?
went to like
So what? He went there.
can you shut
Y'all
the
bring
fuck
Hold up.
Man,
up?
Peanut
Like
shut
back
Hold up.
your
up.
This
ass
ain't who
up.
I
God
meant to bring
damn.
up.
Like you
Yeah,
just
bring
Oh,
keep
Peanut back
talking,
up.
goofy ass
yeah, I
nigga.
meant to
Shut
bring
up.
Chase up. My bad, Chase.
Oh, Chase paid the Galaxy.
Yeah, I
Man,
thought
stay
that
out
was
my
Chase.
business, Chase.
Okay, so all I was saying is that
What?
When I
when
say
he
nothing
went to
crazy, I drop your ass again.
huh
Hold up. Let these ladies respond, man. Go ahead,
when
man.
You know what? Never
uh,
mind.
when he went to Senegal, he talked about
Okay.
when he went to Senegal, he went to like Royale and stuff like that, and he was talking about there his African heritage. He talks about this shit in his. He had a book. He has a book, and y'all can go read it. Like he
I'm not
talks
trying to read
about
that
it. In
shit.
I bet you're not gonna fucking read it. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he
Bye.
he talks about it in the book. Talks about his African heritage. So
Bye.
he acknowledges both. That's all I'm saying. Like y'all,
Nah,
Come on,
Rich, they the
Darquan.
guests.
is
They the
Michael
Come
guests.
on,
They
Michael
can't go.
Jackson
Darquan.
saying it out his
They the
mouth?
guests.
What y'all gonna
Darquan.
tell that man? Y'all
They
gonna
the
tell
two
that man?
guests.
Darquan.
I can't drop them. They the two guests.
Better bring her back. You gotta drop her at
Thank
least.
you.
Nah, they
No.
the
Thank you,
two
Chase.
guests. I can't drop them.
Come
I
on,
can't
son.
drop them.
That's so disingenuous.
I
No, I'm
can't.
just
They the
saying
guests.
if it's a book there, if
Oh,
he's reading, I mean,
what
if
book
he's
is
writing
this?
this,
Can you please
it's
tell us what book this is?
shit, I think it's
Like,
called
I'm gonna go.
No, please
Moonwalk
don't
or
think. Please don't think. We this has to be solid. There's no thinking when it comes to this shit. You got to know it. So, what is
You
the name of this
supposed to
book?
baby.
think.
What are you
What's going
talking to?
on?
Like,
No,
what
What
is
the
no.
hell
wrong
is
with you?
wrong?
Like,
No. See, if you think
baby,
that leaves the
baby,
absence of
But we
knowledge.
dealing with facts, though,
baby,
man.
Thinking
We
shows that
dealing
you
with
have the
facts,
absence of
man.
knowledge. If
We
you
baby.
dealing
think,
with facts.
you have the absence of knowledge. If you
What,
know, there is no
sir?
absence of knowledge. So
Sir.
if you
I
think,
know he has. Well,
if you
motherfucker, I
think
know
for
he
the
got a
rest of,
book. Look it
if
up.
you're a
Yeah,
thinker
it's
for the
called.
rest of your fucking life, you're going to literally be fucking lost for the rest of your
He
life.
has a
But
What
if
book.
you
in
have
the
You can
knowledge
hell?
Google.
for the rest of your fucking life, you'll know where
You
you're
don't have
going.
to.
The
What
book
the
is
fuck
Baby,
you
called
you
mean
talking about the
thinking?
wrong.
Hell
the
no,
book is
fuck
Wait.
thinking. We're here.
it's
We're not
called
here to
You
Moonwalk.
think.
talking
We're
about
here
the
to
wrong one.
learn
He
and
has a
know.
Hold
book.
up.
You can look
What
Everybody,
it
the
up.
everybody,
hell?
everybody. One mic. One mic.
He
One
got a
mic. Go
book.
ahead.
Motherfucker be
What?
saying stupid shit.
Go ahead. What
What
you
The
did
say?
you
book
What
is
you
called
say?
saying,
Moonwalk.
book?
Wait.
Stupid.
Hold up. What you saying,
What
bookworm?
happened?
I said he has a book, and in his book he talks about going to Africa,
What's
and
the
he
book?
acknowledges African
What's the book?
ancestry.
Fuck that shit. What's the book?
Google
Ask her
it.
what the name of the
Hold
motherfucking
up.
book
Let the
is.
sister
Ain't you
respond.
Ask
Let
fucking
her
the
what the
sister
looking it
name of the
up?
respond.
book is.
Let the sister
Fuck.
respond. Let the sister
Are you
respond.
Tell
fucking?
us what the book
You
is
can
with the
just literally
response.
Google it. Let me Google it for you since
Googling it. What is the
your
name of the
shit
book?
can't work.
She about to Google it,
Moonwalk.
man.
Who is you
Moonwalk,
talking
his
to?
autobiography.
What
Moonwalk.
Hold on, I'll
happened
put it
with
on
Thank
the
you,
big screen
Ogun.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell us what is the book.
Ogun just gave the name of it. It's called Moonwalk.
Ogun. Ogun. Sit your ass down with that little ass cape.
I'm just
Okay.
saying,
I
the
want
name
her
of the
to
book
tell
called
me the book.
Moonwalk.
I
He
didn't
talks
ask you,
about
Ogun. Ogun, you didn't bring up the point and I didn't ask you, bro. Stay out of it. Stop trying to save people because they getting their ass
what
whooped
did
with their bullshit ass
she's not
where
information.
she's
where
not
where
getting her
did
book
Now I'm
Bush
whooped.
putting you
go?
back on the bitch screen. Can you please reference that book and show us what page it's on so we can know it? I don't want to think
What
about this
did
Hold
shit. I
up.
want to
Who
know it.
dropped Wise? Wait a minute. Where Wise go?
she's back?
At the
What I
bottom.
did yeah, where is she?
I got
Where
her.
is she?
I got
I'm
her.
happy to
Okay.
see she was right there. Yeah, it's called Moonwalk.
Please bring this
Moonwalk.
book.
Thank you.
All right, well, bring up the book with the
I'm
Well,
not
specific
they
bringing
page
hold
where he
up.
was
shit
They
to
talking
just
you,
about,
wait.
motherfucker,
where he
till
was
I
saying
wipe
that he
your
was
ass
African.
for you too. Do I need to hold
Wait.
your
Hold
balls
up.
and wipe your ass for you?
Bookworm.
Come
Bookworm.
on.
Don't do it. Don't
Stop
do
Damn.
it. Don't
telling you
do
where
it.
to
Hey,
go get it.
Rich.
I'm
Hey,
telling
Rich.
Bookworm,
you
don't
where
do it
to
to her.
Hey,
go
Don't do
get
it.
Rich.
it.
Don't do it. Don't
Go
do
Nah,
get
it.
the
hell no, we
fucking.
doing it. The fuck? Get your
No, hold
stupid
on.
ass
Hell
out the
nah. She
panel.
the guest, bro. Chill
Nah,
out.
we
Y'all
don't
can't
give a
drop
fuck.
her.
Hey, don't say, don't set a
Man, hell
room.
nah,
Don't
bro.
set a
She the
room in
Man,
here
I
guest.
trying to.
paid
No.
I
Don't
paid
set
two
a
gallons to
room
let her
No,
in.
drop
bro.
her,
Don't
She the
set
man.
a
guest,
room
bro.
in.
Chill.
Paid
Don't
two
set
No,
a
gallons
no.
to
room
She
in and
the
drop
have them
her.
guest.
She
on
can come back.
bullshit. Don't set a
Yeah,
room
I
bring
in,
her
brought
bro.
them
back.
over here.
Come
Pretty
on,
in
Bree.
Paris
Don't play
brought her
with the
back,
don't
Bring
play
her
with
man.
Bree.
back.
Pretty in Paris brought her back,
Set
man.
a
Hold up, man. They the
room.
All right.
guest.
The fuck?
All right.
Like, I'm
3
not,
goddamn galaxies to drop the guess, nigga. If that's
thank
what you
you.
want to do.
Like,
These
all I'm
people are
saying is,
guests.
That
Let them
bullshit.
respond.
No,
We
it's
you
don't
not
can't do
talk
that.
bullshit.
bullshit.
You
We
got
don't.
Darquon, you
bullshit
can't do
going
Hey,
that.
hey, we
on.
don't do that bullshit ass talking and be like,
Darquon,
oh,
you
we
can't do
don't
that.
hold your hand. No, you make a claim. Show that
No,
shit.
no, no.
We don't
I
do that
started
lame
this
ass shit
live.
around here.
I started this
The
live
fuck?
so we can
Oh
hear
my
these two
god.
intellectual black women speak. So we
Hey,
gonna
That's
let
all
hey,
these
right.
women
I
speak.
want to see the shit they talking about. I want to hear that bullshit. You know how we do shit around here, Quan. Stop playing, bro.
I understand that, but get what? Hey, man,
Look,
we're not
that's
doing it
the
like this,
thing.
man. Listen,
Well, if
where did
we ain't
Wise
dropping,
go?
then show the information. If we ain't dropping and doing and respecting them rules, bro, show the
Okay,
information. At
but
least respect
Ogun
the
gave you the
genuinity of
information.
the conversation. No, I didn't get shit. He told me I ain't seen a motherfucking thing. I ain't doing words, bro. We not listening to words on this bitch, bro. You know how
So
we
if
get.
they tell you the
What
book,
in
you
the
ain't gonna believe it.
So
um
if they show me the book, I'ma believe them. The fuck? I ain't believing
That's
shit a nigga tell me on this
disingenuous.
bitch.
okay, hold on. What in the fresh
So
hell
that
is
mean
going on?
what's the point of conversation?
Darquan,
I moonwalk to
what's
the moon.
happening?
Don't hey,
Hold up, Ken. What you saying?
Like what in the fresh hell is what's going on? Like what is he doing? First he don't want people to think because we're supposed to
I,
know.
What did Tyron
right.
do?
That's what I was saying. Like, what's the point of having a conversation if you can't take somebody's
so I
word?
can
And
know.
if they
So I
give
don't
you a
have to
word,
think.
then you
But
should go
If
and.
we
I'm just,
have a
all you gotta do is,
conversation,
But they
ain't
gave
no
you a
thinking
space.
needed. So show me the shit so we can know.
But
What
they
the
gave.
fuck are
But
You were
y'all
man,
saying?
just
Let's
hold up.
told.
My
do
thing
this
is,
shit scholarly and on an intellectual level. We not here to be left thinking. No, you're going to show the information so people have knowledge. What the
okay,
fuck
hold
are
up.
y'all talking about? Stop
Okay, hold up.
playing, bro.
No, no
hold
worries.
man,
Look,
Man,
Ken,
You
look,
Darquon,
know
Ken,
how we get in
since,
this bitch. Like, come
since,
on, bro. Y'all not
since
finna
I
play me
had
on
to
this
wipe your
information.
ass for
Y'all not
you,
finna play me on
hold
this
on.
information.
come on, Darquon.
Let me, since I gotta wipe your ass for you, right? Okay, let me
Hey,
hold on a
come
I
second.
on,
have it right
Darquon.
This,
here for
this,
us.
oh, you got it. Thank you, because this is fucking ridiculous. People
That's
can't even
crazy
do their
that
own
somebody
research.
else
You're
got to pull
It's
up
lying.
your shit.
ridiculous.
That's
You're
crazy.
But you're
lying.
That's
fucking
Oh
crazy
my
that
wrong because
niggas
you
got to
can't
put on
admit
the
it.
case.
god.
You're wrong and
Ain't
you're
hold
wrong
nobody
on,
got to
again.
hold Bill,
ain't
hold
nobody got to
Bill.
put
Let them
on the case for our
respond.
side. That crazy. She ain't
Bill,
responding.
let them
Chase is. What the fuck?
respond. G.
Yeah, it
Fuck
was
is
a
she
visit to.
responding and Chase is showing shit? What the fuck are you saying? Stop it.
It
Stop
was
it.
a.
Stop the
It was a.
madness.
It was
Stop
a
the
But hold
visit.
up, bro.
Look,
madness.
Let's
I sent
have
the
a fair
galaxy to
conversation.
Darquon.
Stop.
If you ain't gonna drop her, drop Chase then. Fuck it. You gotta drop
Stop the
somebody.
fucking
Damn.
madness. Yeah, drop Chase
All
ass.
right,
What the
bro.
fuck
Man, I
he up
sent the
here for
galaxy
Oh
to
showing
you.
the
That's
shit
why.
wow!
that she should be
That was
showing?
It was
Jackie.
a visit.
Chase sent the Galaxy to get back, then you sent another one, so Chase it down one. But hold up, bro. If we gonna have a fair
Oh
conversation,
shit!
y'all, let's
Oh,
at
if
least
we gonna
allow
have a
people
fresh
the chance to
conversation, show
respond.
the information
I'm
in.
gonna hold it
Show
down,
why
But
we
baby.
brought.
hold up,
Come on, let's be
I'll
genuine.
drop. He got it.
Bills,
You
you
got to pull
talking?
it up. I'll drop
But
so he can
hold
come
up,
up because he has to pull it
no,
up.
Chase already
Yeah,
down.
tour,
Chase
right?
down. You
Because you're
good, you
lying.
good. I'm saying this
What
though.
the fuck?
Hold up, I'm saying this though, Chase. I'm saying this though, Bills. If you telling these people to show something and you ain't pulled nothing up either, then fairly enough speaking, bro. If they told you the name of the book, I mean, you go and search it up and see if it's a real book.
I'm gonna
It's not
find
a
it.
real book.
It
So
is a
you
book.
really gonna say
What?
you
Like,
really
man,
Yeah,
gonna
like
sit
so
that.
there
You
and
don't
say
make a
that shit,
book.
it's
Darquan? Really?
literally
I
a
mean, if
book.
they give you the information, I
All
mean,
right,
then
bro.
what you want
All
them to
right,
pull
nah,
up the
bro.
picture of it?
You got it, bro. You got it. I see how you
They
doing,
gotta
bro.
pull up
You
the
got it.
picture.
I see what you're doing, bro. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Right. And not only the book that he wrote, Michael Jackson had songs that were inspired by Africa. So you have
Shit,
like,
crazy. Fucking nigga say anything on our side. We
okay,
gotta show that shit. We say
okay,
we nigga breathe. We gotta show what form we breathing
what,
in this bitch.
what,
But I got it. I got it. You got it,
oh,
bro. You got
oh,
it. Go ahead.
oh.
Please continue, man.
Michael
So
Jackson had
you,
"We Are the World."
okay, thank you, sir. There's
I got it.
Liberian Girl. There's also Remember the Time. I'm forgetting the other. There's a third one, and then there's one where he's saying "Omase Omasaku Makusa." That's actually
No,
African, right?
he says, I'm gonna
It's
say it
right the
one more
fuck
time.
here.
I'm not
It's
gonna
right here.
stop. That's not what he said. What you said. He
This is
said,
Oh
I'm
a
gonna
this
Lord.
is a
say it one more
whole.
time, and I'm
This
not
is
gonna
him
I'm gonna
stop.
say it
repeating
one
it
more time.
in
I'm
an
not gonna
Ebony
stop.
What
Yeah.
magazine.
are we doing
This
here?
is
What are
I'ma
we
say
doing
it one
crazy.
more
here?
time.
They're
I'm
trying to
not
Come
gonna
on,
stop.
Michael.
Africanize
I'ma say it
everything,
one more
bro. The shit
time. I'm not
strange.
gonna stop.
Exactly.
I'ma
What are we
say it one more
doing
time.
here?
I'm not gonna stop.
Okay.
I'ma say
Hold
it.
on, hold on.
Who just
What
said
are we
that shit
doing
was
here?
African language?
No,
Who
no, no,
just
no,
said
no.
that?
Hold
Wow.
on,
No,
It
that
was
was
hold,
Kim,
Kim.
silly
hold,
It
ass.
hold,
was
No,
Kim.
that was
You
Kim.
let a
No, no, no,
motherfucker
no,
hold
no,
talk
on.
no.
long
Hold
enough. enough.
Hold on,
You
And
know,
when he
that
gets
hold on.
them,
soft voice and
when
intelligence
when
go
he
This
right
is
the
betrayed his
You
fuck
know
out
what I'm
the
people,
saying? They be
window.
all
saying
black
this
people,
stupid
Right?
ass shit, but they
That's
ain't gotta show shit.
crazy.
Leave
right?
niggas to thinking on stupid ass
Crazy.
shit.
One
Like, come
mic,
on,
one
bro.
mic, one mic, one
The
mic,
good thing he
one
betrayed
mic,
in that video, all black
Yo.
people.
one mic,
So,
one
so
mic,
what is
one mic.
I
That's
mean,
Well, hey,
crazy.
fuck it.
Listen,
Hey, Kim,
here
spell
is the
exactly what he said.
interview.
Kim,
Okay, hold
spell
up,
what he
hold up.
said.
Okay.
Wait, hold
Spell
up
what he
now.
said
Wait,
Yeah,
to us.
y'all over there cackling and having a good old time. So hold on.
Yeah,
So
because you
yeah,
try
spell
to
it,
play
G.
on
hold
our
Please
on.
show it.
intelligence,
So
I need to
Kim.
see
see,
the
this is
spelling
how
for
I
that
know
shit.
y'all
Wait,
weren't
hey,
No,
raised by
you
hey,
black
try
hey,
to
hold
people.
up.
play on our
Y'all
Hold up.
y'all
One
intelligence,
raised
mic,
by
one
non
mic.
black
Kim.
people.
We got
That's
Fly
simple.
on
It's
the
okay when you do it, but when we do
hold up,
it,
hold up. We got Fly on the panel. She presenting. Fly, what you present?
Okay, so this is like an excerpt from an Ebony magazine interview from 1984, right? Y'all see that? And this is his words. When we came off the plane in Dakar, Senegal, Africa, right? We were greeted by a long line of African dancers. Their drums and sounds filled the air with rhythm. I was going crazy. I was screaming. I said, all right, they got the beat and they got the rhythm. I just was so glad about the whole thing. This is it, I said. This is where I come from. The
Mm,
origin. Michael fucking Jackson. So y'all need to stop.
mm,
Jesus.
mm.
No, we don't need
Okay,
to stop
Kim, can you give me the
anything.
That's
year?
why
Can
he
you give
say
me
he
the
come from.
year of
That's
We
his
that?
don't
rhetoric.
need to stop
What
That's the
year
same
was
shit
that?
he
anything.
was taught in class.
Fly.
That's the
Yeah.
Fly,
same
what year
thing we
was
was
that?
taught in
What do we need
class.
to stop just
And it
because
wasn't
we
real.
don't have to
No,
that's
I'm
Hold
talking
up.
very
I'm
Okay,
talking
so
about the
slick
let
for
Hold
you to
up.
say
I'm
that
talking
we
Hold
need
about
to stop
no, I'm
Well,
on
take
talking
us
account of
about
back
one
then.
give me a
famous
minute.
Find out who
person.
is
One
back in
mic,
that
I'm
one
That's
talking
time.
mic,
about
really
one
Fly
mic,
weird.
Do a
one mic.
showtime.
commission.
Do a showtime.
No, we
Fly.
just need one mic. Respectfully respond. That's all I'm asking. Just respectfully respond.
When I say
Damn, not
y'all,
everybody
I'm talking
talking.
about stopping with
Joe Jackson
misinformation.
would tell you they're not African. There's
Michael
no
Jackson just said it
African.
out his
Okay.
goddamn mouth. What the fuck?
Does
You talking about
anybody
Michael
have
Jackson said
any
it, he just said it.
refuting? Does anybody have any
Who?
refuting evidence against the evidence she just proved?
Dark,
She
dark.
just put forth.
I'm about to pull it up. I
Okay.
have
Darquon, I also
refuted.
want to go
I
over
have.
that. Oh, go
Go
ahead,
I
ahead.
Kim.
Go
have
ahead.
recruiting
That's
evidence
not
that
proof.
I'm going to pull up his
This shit
interview, but he
crazy,
said
bro.
that
That's not proof.
everything that he thought he was lied to. And he said in his last interview, we was lied to about everything. So I'm going to pull up
Did
the
he say
last.
he was Indian though?
He said
No.
everything
Girl,
that we
But did
was
he say
taught.
he was
y'all
Indian? We're
be
not doing
Well, he
speculative
said
evidence.
y'all
everything.
be
He said
wow.
everything.
That's speculative. So, Kim, what you said you wanted to say?
So there are two songs that Michael Jackson has that he uses African languages. So I want y'all to please stay on mute. Okay. It's Want to Be Starting Something. He says Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Sa, and that is part of the Cameroonian language. It means dance. So he was speaking.
Just take me off this.
Okay.
That's
Also,
a lie. It does not say that. In the lyrics.
hold on,
Pull
hold
up the
on, hold
lyrics.
on.
You can put the
Just
Brother,
lyrics
hold
on
listen.
up, brother.
YouTube.
Just
Hold up, brother.
listen.
Hold up, brother.
Just listen. In Liberian Girl, if you listen to the intro of Liberian Girl, he's also speaking an African language, right? So those are two songs where he was singing in an African language and using African terms. This is something y'all could easily Google if you care to know. Okay.
All right, Bills. Anybody that got something to respond with or they want to respond? And who dropping people off my panel, man? Come on, bro. Anybody that got dropped, man, request back up.
Mama say, mama say, mama kusa. Right? That's
Yeah, and that means dance. I'm not sure why that's funny, but it actually means dance.
Can anybody
Okay.
pull up the lyrics to refute or prove this to be a fact or not?
I'm pulling it up right now. Just give
Okay.
me a second.
All right. That's all we got to do, man. Just debating information. That's it.
Yeah. And then do that Liberian Girl, because in the beginning of it, you can hear the young lady, she's singing, and that's in an
Wait,
African
what
language.
what language was he saying it in? Mama, what language? What specific
So
African
it
language?
says the Douala language of Cameroon.
Okay.
He actually he actually was sued for that. That's interesting. Okay. Uh, and then in Liberian Girl, it's Naka Pinda Pla Naka Ta Pla. It's terrible, but it's I love you too. I want you to, my love. So that's in the African language as well. It's Swahili. So those are the two songs where he's speaking an African language. I can actually play. I'll actually play the beginning of Liberian Girl so y'all can hear it.
But why is it an issue for him to acknowledge both of those? If he acknowledges his Choctaw roots, why is it an issue for him to acknowledge his African roots as well? I don't understand it. He's
Yeah.
not, I
Right.
mean, like, I just don't get that. Like,
Who said it was a problem?
because y'all got upset. Well, not, I mean,
Who
not
is
specifically.
y'all?
I'm
Stop saying
talking about the
y'all,
panel.
because I
Well,
wasn't
I don't
even
know
talking
everybody's
about.
name.
Well, the
everybody needs to
problem
move
for me,
on.
Flywheel, the problem for me with him acknowledging that is that back in 1984, a lot of our people, 99% of the people that we are today, believe some type that we was aligned with Africa. And then we started doing research looking into the out of Africa theory and the three people who just brung it up one day, and it took them 30 years and it became worldwide accepted in 1980, stating that people were from Africa, even though that's still a theory to this day and haven't been proven. It became worldwide accepted in the 1980s. So if he thought that at that time, because Malcolm X thought a lot of stuff too, and before he died, he cleared some things up that he thought that wasn't. I mean, that's what makes men and people
But
grow. What you used to think, you don't think no more, and what you used to, yeah, that's what make people grow in life. So to think of that, because that's the story that was thrown upon us, that every melanated person was from Africa, people started challenging in that. And because it was challenged, I mean, yeah, that's why it's so hard to believe. I mean, even if you look at Michael Jackson, I mean, he don't even look African no way, shape, or form, even when he was black before he became light skinned.
so are we saying that Afro-Indigenous people don't exist?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I'm not saying African indigenous people
that's what
don't
he's saying
exist.
he is, though.
I'm
That's all he's
telling
saying. I'm
you, I'm
Afro-Indigenous.
telling you that the whole government system said that this is the story. Everybody that looked like me and you is a descendant from Africa. So people is now challenging that story.
I don't.
Okay, but and that's, you know what, cool, whatever. That's what people want to do. That's fine. But this man is acknowledging both of his. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if he is saying that I'm both of these things, right? Why? I just don't understand why that's a problem.
Because
That may
he
be
didn't
his
know
story,
that he was
but maybe
he
that's
didn't
not
know that his
true.
black part came from the black part was really the indigenous side.
Okay, so So y'all laughed really hard about this. I'm gonna
Oh
play the
yeah, and
song where he's speaking
for
in
Kim,
SWAT. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
for Kim,
funny.
I'm reading your part right now. Listen to it. I'm gonna give y'all the lyrics.
It's
Let
funny
me
as
go
Well, I'm
fuck.
find
gonna
this shit
play it
because
so
Kim
y'all
was
can hear
right.
it.
Yeah, I'm
So y'all
playing the
can
I
hear
lyrics,
it.
don't. I
Kim.
don't need to
Okay.
All
hear
right,
it.
let
You
wise
Nigga.
don't
let
just
wise
just
play it. Let
listen.
wise read it, and then you play it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's saying
Go
some
ahead,
African
wise. What you
shit.
reading?
It say
So you up?
Mama Kusa, Mama Saya, Mama Su, Mama Makuka. It don't say that
Makasa.
other shit that we thought. That's really African.
Okay,
Yeah, it's really African. I'm
okay.
looking at
So
the
so
lyrics right
so
now.
so
Kim
she
was
was
right.
correct on that stance.
Kim was correct.
Bills, where you at? Bills, where
Kim
you
was
at?
correct.
So I'm gonna play Liberian
Yeah,
Oh,
Girl
she
so
so we
actually
black
can
said
people
hear
Mama
it.
must
say,
have
Mama
been
say.
saying, I'm going to say it
Okay.
one more time and
Yeah,
That's
forgot what we
correct.
thought.
y'all laughed hard and
Yeah, I laughed my ass
I
I
off.
laugh.
laughed like a
I laugh
motherfucker.
like a
See, I ain't
Yes.
motherfucker
gonna see.
because
Here's the
I ain't
difference
Yes,
with
never
y'all.
heard
Kim.
Here's
what
the
Bill
difference
Kim
said.
between
was
y'all.
right.
Look,
So you
I don't
never
have a
asked
problem
what I was
admitting I'm
laughing
wrong.
at.
I don't give
So
a
She
fuck.
you're
was
I'm
she
bad.
was
wrong.
right.
Okay.
okay, so let
Okay.
me so I'm gonna play where there's Swahili being sung in a song with Liberian Girl, which we know is about an African woman. So hold on. I don't just wait. Ew,
For whatever
hush,
reason.
please.
Nakupenda pia, nakutaka pia, penzi we.
So that's Swahili. So Michael
Yeah, but
Jackson
that's not
played.
Afro beats though.
Hmm.
What the hell are you
What the hell
talking
does that
about?
got to do
What's
with it?
going on?
I don't
I
know.
mean, seriously, what's going on? Are you just
Oh
saying
no,
stuff?
you're the one you just spewed that up out of nowhere. Nobody said anything about Liberian Girl.
What
But
in
look,
the
she was just
hell
making a
is going
point.
on?
She was
Right,
just
She
but
was
making a
so
making a
I'm
point
point.
making a point too. So if she's just gonna bring it up out of thin air, then I
that
can
he's
comment
It
on it.
was
Are
not a thin
y'all
air. It was
okay?
her proving that he's used African
Uh,
language in
but
multiple
nobody
songs.
denied that though. I'm confused.
Yes,
I'm
Yes, they
yes.
did.
confused
They
Actually,
as
literally
about
fuck.
5 minutes
denied that.
ago, they
I'm
did.
confused.
literally
And
just
you were
told
cackling
They
along
Yeah,
with
did
on
deny
it.
one
that.
song, because he said, what you say it said, Bill? Yeah, because like I said before, I never heard what Bill said. You never asked me what I was cackling about.
Man,
Right?
that shit was
So
funny than
y'all
a
are weird.
motherfucker.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
shit is
Like,
funny because I definitely thought that they was saying, I'm going to say
that
it one
No
more
shit's
time.
reason.
That
funny.
must have been a
All right,
black version.
man.
I'm going to say it one more time and I'm not going to stop. And that nigga said, Makusa kama mama masaka.
I ain't
That nigga said,
never
that
heard
nigga
that
was speaking a
shit.
whole
That
different
motherfucker
language.
said, "Mama say, Mama say, Mama kus."
So now
That
y'all
what that
know.
nigga said. Mama said, mama
Yeah.
said, mama skuka.
And
It won't
y'all
So
been
no.
singing
y'all,
That's crazy.
so
African
The
that
fact
praise
mean,
that
the
you
whole
can't
so
say
that
time.
it.
mean y'all gotta be mad at y'all indigenous cousin Michael Jackson because he was
Yeah.
in his songs putting down African music. Now I never heard him put any indigenous black music or sounds unless y'all
Oh
gonna say
yeah, when he
English
was
was
like,
it?
beat it. That's all motherfucking indigenous. Beat it, beat it. All his songs was indigenous.
But y'all not
All
gonna
you
tell him he
gotta
gotta go home.
do is beat it.
Y'all not gonna tell
That's
him he
Show
gotta
me
go
how
indigenous
home.
to
to rock it.
Africa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's
Right, right.
all.
So
Indigenous.
that's a good question. You're not gonna tell Michael Jackson he gotta go home, do it? Because
He
he got
need to take
African
his.
roots.
Well, they need to take his ass home and burn him on his sword since he found out
Yeah,
he
he
was
can
at
go home
home.
too.
Lord
I
have
don't know why
mercy.
they
Come
burned
on,
that nigga
sis.
over here, taking
Come
up
on,
our
sis.
slots for indigenous people.
Damn.
They should have took
Damn.
that nigga home.
This is some blasphemy, sisters. What are we doing?
Y'all started with
This
Martin Luther King. Now it's Michael
right.
Jackson.
Yeah, take all
Damn.
they ass. Y'all
Whole
so
ass
pan
topic,
Y'all,
African and y'all so
y'all
pan
not even
African and all
fuck.
this extra shit. Go the fuck back home. Shit, get all the
No,
No,
it's
people
we are
home.
it's
home.
not
Do
even
you?
We're
about
we're
that.
I
We
don't.
gotta
literally
You
go.
know
home.
what? I don't even know if I want to
Shit.
even have that
Who else?
discussion
Who
with
else
y'all.
y'all want? Y'all want Beyonce raggedy ass or
It's
what
not
y'all
that
want?
God
part.
You
Y'all
damn,
said,
seen
oh,
Mike.
you
her.
want
But
Man,
but
Beyonce
but
look,
hold
raggedy?
up.
Check this
Beyonce
Y'all
out.
seen her
Hold
is
That
a
up.
singing.
Pan
actually makes
African.
Y'all
sense.
You
can
can see
have
that.
Makes
all of
sense that you
them.
don't like
Y'all gotta get
Beyonce.
Beyonce back too.
Yeah,
Cause she
that
clipped
Yeah.
her
confirms
I just
everything.
said that. I just
Oh shit,
gave
what's
her to
happening with them,
y'all.
Mike?
yeah.
Literally flicked her to
Then you have
y'all
to
like
give.
pow. There
Why
you
y'all
go.
don't just come on over here and be with your fucking
What's going
family and just
on?
be with us?
Yeah, we want it
They
nice
don't
and
believe they
quiet.
related to us.
All that
Y'all,
noise and
y'all are
shit.
yes,
Y'all
I
y'all
gotta get
related
over
to
mean,
there.
us.
I'm related
Yeah,
to
they don't
y'all,
believe they
y'all
related to us.
indigenous. I'm
I
related to
mean, I
y'all,
mean,
y'all
at the down the
indigenous.
line, our mutts are related to the real
Yeah,
dogs
if
at
y'all
some
got some
point. So
indigenous to
you know,
y'all, we family.
I mean,
I
I
ain't related
guess.
to you. Like they say in America, I'm kin to you on your daddy side or your mama
Not your
side.
daddy's side, yeah,
Yeah,
not
so
my
which
daddy's
side is
side.
the African
Yeah.
coming from? Because that's the side I
Mm-mm.
ain't related to you on.
It's both sides,
Oh,
baby.
oh
Both
shit. I
sides.
don't know how
Okay.
we ain't cousins then,
I
ho.
ain't tripping.
Yeah, yeah.
No
You may
I don't
not
relation.
think
like
we
me,
were
No
but
ever
we family.
cousins.
relation.
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know
ain't
you.
cousins. We
Family.
straight
We were never
Africans.
No
cousins.
relation.
No
Literally.
We were
relation
never
at all,
cousins.
Kim.
Mm-mm.
But
No
you
Yeah,
still my
ma'am.
Uncle
girl
No
though.
Ruckus,
ma'am,
We
no
gonna
no,
have to
ham.
go off
no
mute.
relation.
It's
You
gonna
still
But
be
my
now
good.
girl. We
I,
can go
I
have to
want to
go.
get to something, man, that was very important, man. Now y'all trying to claim that Michael Jackson was so indigenous. Can anybody present any form of proof of him himself saying, yes, I have Indian roots or my people are indigenous, da da da, such and such, so and so? Because she just gave us a line out of his own mouth where he said, this is where I'm from. Anybody on the indigenous side got him saying anything separate or opposite?
Well, who
Well,
said
he
that?
wasn't
He
saying he was
was
that he actually meant that culturally, not like this is where I actually fucking come from. If
Oh,
you want to put
okay, hold
context to
on.
it, but I'll let y'all have it. I'll let you look. I'll let you have
I'm
it.
Hold on.
I'll let you
confused.
have
I
it.
need to
I'll
stop
let.
putting my phone down because I'll be missing shit. I didn't hear nobody say anything about Michael Jackson.
Yes, that's what the whole
Yeah,
conversation was about.
they mentioned someone
Okay.
mentioned
Well,
Michael
I put my
Jackson.
phone down twice, so I'm gonna shut up.
Yes,
Okay,
mother.
so they've conceded. Damn, y'all done came over here and made the engines concede to some shit. Yeah, I knew it was a good thing bringing y'all over here, man. Shout out to these two black women, man.
Concede to
Hey,
what?
gift them up. Hey, gift them up, goddamn it. They just made
No, because
these
y'all be
engines
making
concede.
claim. Y'all making up
Anybody out
claims
there in
for
them
fake
comments
ass
who
wins,
who
Hey,
Darquan.
appreciate
big
That's
them
a
making them
fake
screamy,
ass
concede?
big
win.
Hey,
screamy,
That's a
Darquan.
fake
gift
ass
them up.
win.
Gift them
Darquan,
up.
No.
big, Darquan, big screamy.
It definitely says, wow, Michael Jackson never claimed to be Indian. If you're thinking of Fast Dishes,
Thank you.
Shop Tongue from Gillian Moore Girls, Michael Gerard. He and I don't know which Michael they talking about. Hold on, let me put Michael Jackson.
I mean, I think Joe was the only one that claimed any sort of Native American mixture, but that would mean that they
Give me Michael
mixed.
You know
Jackson.
who got that too? A white woman or a white male. And you know who also has that too?
Wait, who
Jesse
got what?
Jackson.
Wait.
Jesse Jackson
What?
has a hat
Okay,
like that
rewind for,
too.
rewind for what you just said because you just said something random. So
Yeah,
say what you give
African
context to
tribe.
what you just said.
No, a
Yeah,
African
no,
tribe.
yes. Give context to
No, a
what you just
African. I
said.
said what I
No,
said.
yes.
A
Give
African
context to
tribe has
what you
that. If you
just
shut
said.
the fuck
I
up, I
don't think. No,
can
you
say
shut
what
the
I
fuck
need to
up.
say. You can't
I'm
talk
sorry,
with
old
me.
ass.
You can't talk with me,
I'm
bitch.
sorry,
I'm not
old 50
old.
year
Ho,
old.
I'm
ho,
Yeah,
not
ho,
you over
ho,
old.
ho.
50. I can
I'm not
What one mic,
No,
I can
one
tell
mic,
you over
no.
50. Are you
one
over
I
mic,
hate
50?
one
faggot
mic,
ass
one
Say
niggas
mic,
you
that
not
one
argue
over
mic.
with
50
women.
then. You definitely over 50.
Hold up.
I'm
So
definitely the
listen,
fuck
wait,
not. You
bro,
pussy
one
walk.
mic, bro. If I put you on mute, bro, come on, hold down. So listen, if you make the statement, all he asking, just give context to
Yeah,
it.
he need
That's
to
it.
shut the fuck up so I can finish saying
All
what I
right,
was saying then.
Rocket, go ahead, say what you
Sound
gotta
like
say.
he
So like I
smoked
was
several
Hold
saying,
packs
up,
a
John.
bitch.
day.
Hold up, John.
Well,
Hold
I
up, John. Let her
don't.
respond.
I don't. I
No, hey,
have
Rocket,
bronchitis,
don't respond
ho.
to that.
I got bronchitis,
Don't
ho.
respond
So
to that,
now
please,
what?
please, please. Don't respond to that. Just
Yeah,
respond.
bitch.
Just respond to the.
Anywho,
Come on, man.
I just wanted to cut in and say this: Michael Jackson and his family members,
Rocket, you just got a
particularly.
damn restriction, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Michael Jackson and his family members, particularly Father Joe, claim to have Native American Choctaw heritage in their family history. So yes, they did claim their Indian side as well, which was specifically Choctaw.
And I mean, that shows
No, I
Joe
knew that Joe
Jackson.
did. I knew
Yeah.
that.
Well, they said Michael Jackson and his family members, particularly Joe. So all of them said it, but Joe
I
doubled
mean, you
down
had to
on it.
give evidence of Mike saying it, but I'm just
Well,
saying, I
I
know
don't
for
have
a
to give
fact that
evidence
Joe.
because
Yes, you do.
Mike
Yeah, I'm
was
sorry. Yes, you
created by
do.
Joe.
Yeah, yes, you
Mike
do.
was created by Joe.
Okay,
So
but
if
how
Joe
does
the
that
daddy
makes no
said, if
sense? Like,
Joe the
what you
daddy,
understand? If you
hold on,
okay, I
sir.
mean, we could keep trying to
One mic.
talk,
Let her
but
Hold
that
finish,
don't
on,
make no
John.
Joe.
Let her
Hold
sense.
on,
finish.
John.
Let her
If
finish,
Joe
John.
the father, if Joe the father of Michael, Michael wasn't Joe father, Joe was Michael father. So if Joe is telling his kids that they have Choctaw in him, then they have Choctaw. I don't give a damn if Michael
That's a
never
fair
said it.
response. That's a fair response. I think one is to be assumed. I think one is to be assumed.
I'm not doubting that part. All I said was Joe is the one that said it. Mike is not the one that said it. Joe said it. That's his parent. Yes, we understand that. But the
Right.
fact that I
So that
said
makes
that,
them
Mike,
native.
Madam, I listen to you. I listen to you shouting every day. So,
Well,
That
this a whole
that
nother
brother
day. So
said.
let
well,
That
me
brother
shut
it's
the
said.
door.
something over. Come on,
Don't
dog.
let me shout today. Go ahead,
Wait,
All
Joe.
right.
Finish
So
what
let
you
me say
saying.
what
that
I was
brother
about to
said
say.
Madam.
Well,
I ain't heard a
anyway,
nigga say
it's
Madam in a minute.
yeah, but anyway, I already knew that. I already knew that Joe is the one that said that. All I said was Mike is the one that didn't. He's the parent. I mean, obviously that's the parent, but it's still he didn't say it. He never identified with that. He was a huge, big ass Pan African. We know that.
Right. Can
No, I
anybody
don't
like
like to
okay?
argue. I don't like to argue with people of lesser intelligence to me. So I definitely
Me
don't like
neither.
to argue.
And don't start throwing shots,
No,
nigga.
Wait,
It's
I'm
hold
not
on,
okay
hold
to
on,
talking to
hold
you,
on.
defend.
Bish.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get
hold
it
on.
in.
I'm not talking to you.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait.
the person in the
Hold
comments
y'all,
who made
hold
a
y'all.
comment who's up here.
Listen, let me ask this. Let me ask this question to my indigenous partners. Do y'all
we was
have
already doing that, you big nose
anybody?
fuck.
Hold on, let me ask anybody. Let me ask y'all. Do y'all have anybody who like claims to be like indigenous? That's like a huge artist that we all know. That just like y'all can prove that he's claiming is indigenous
Kevin
roots or whatever.
Gates. Kevin
Okay,
Gates.
I'll give you that. Kevin
Yeah,
Gates did say he was
Kevin
Y'all can
Gates.
have
Taino.
Kevin Gates. We're okay with that. That's good.
Yeah, if y'all want the booty liquor, that's where it came from, the indigenous side. He was eating
Nick
booty. That's some
Cannon.
indigenous
Nick
shit.
Cannon. Nick Cannon.
Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all can have him too.
Ice
This
Cube.
is
Ice
Little
Cube.
y'all can't have
Richard.
Ice Cube. No.
Well,
Give
Ice
us little
Cube
Richard.
definitely said that
He
he's
needs some protection.
indigenous.
He would they may have
Shit,
said
it's
they
a
have
lot of
indigenous ancestry, but they're never
trilogy,
saying that they
trilogy.
don't have
Hot
African
damn ho,
ancestry.
here we go again. Light as a rock. Some people that sing that
Mm-hmm.
trilogy they got unalive for the
Mm.
letter that he wrote about what was going on in the industry and what his real roots was. Oh, you had a lot of celebrities coming out. Let me put it in. All the celebrities that claim to be Indian. I'm about to put that in
Okay,
here.
so
Let
wise.
me put that in there.
So Johnny Depp is somebody that used to claim that he was, had Cherokee ancestry. That was a lie. Johnny Depp has African
Johnny Depp
ancestry.
white, so we know he
Johnny
No,
lied.
no, no.
Depp.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm
Johnny Depp,
giving. Oh
he
my
lied.
Lord. Let me finish
Yeah,
my
he's a
point. Hold
cracker.
on. So we know that
Oh,
there's a history
goodness.
of people saying that they have indigenous ancestry and they don't.
Right, but we speaking on the
I don't even
melanated
give a
people. We're
fuck.
not talking about Caucasians
Okay, so
because we know they
I'll
lied
leave that
about
out. But that
everything.
was
So I
just an
want to stick.
example.
Yeah, I want to stick with
Mhm.
the
So,
the
Darquan, what I
melanated
was
people.
saying was
Go
there
ahead,
are a
Rocket.
couple of
Is
tribes
John
where they
trying
wear
to
this
say
hat, and
Hold.
you
Michael
can look
Let
wasn't
up.
Rocket speak. Let Rocket
indigenous?
speak. Cha Cha, we're gonna let you
And you
speak.
can look up that Jesse Jackson wore this same hat as well. So that's what I was saying. Why he want to argue with females like he got a cooch. You feel what I'm saying?
And you trying to
Yo,
argue
That
with
shit is
him?
Darkwan.
wild.
Darkwan.
But
First of
You
all, you're not a
arguing with
anywho,
him?
female. You're not anything.
I don't
Trying to
know
say
what you think
Michael
you are, you
Jackson
big
is
All right,
nose
all
not
right, hold on,
puss,
hold on,
indigenous.
hold
looking
on,
over
hold
there
on,
like
hold
Joe
on.
Exactly
Camel.
with
Look at
No,
y'all. I
no,
that.
don't
no,
know
no, no,
what you
no.
are,
Y'all
grown
not
ass
finna get
man.
banned. Y'all not finna get banned. No,
Look
no,
at
no.
that
I'm not gonna let y'all
nose, just
do it.
Grown
wiggling.
ass man.
Stop, y'all. Stop. Cha cha. Say what you
The
gotta say.
sniff
All right, grown ass man.
That trying to say
Sniffopolis
Michael
face
Jackson is
ass.
Come on,
not
man. Y'all gonna hey, I'm
indigenous?
gonna have to drop. I'm gonna have to drop if y'all keep going back and forth. Come on, man. Go ahead, cha cha.
Are you trying to say Michael Jackson is not indigenous?
We've just proven that Michael Jackson has some form of indigenous ancestry, yet he himself has proclaimed that he is from Africa. Sorta, in a way.
When he did
Okay, that's fair, Darquan. That's fair when you said that. So
Right,
I'll let
right.
it go.
no,
I'll let it go.
that's not fair because actually he's
Well,
indigenous. Hold
when it
on,
comes to
hold
like his
on.
style of music, when it comes to the culture and everything, yes, he did say that in that book. I did look into it. So
Oh,
it's
but
not like he's
I'm
saying, "Oh, we
talking
straight
about
from the continent," or we're like, But he's saying like when he got there and saw the culture and everything, he was like, "Yeah, this is where the culture comes from." That's what he was saying.
Michael Jackson was
what's
so
saying is
fixated with
hold
Africa.
on.
Can I say this,
Flocka say he
please?
native.
No,
Hold on,
I'm
Cha-Cha
David.
just
was
Let,
doing
let,
already.
my
let
Let
Cha
That's
Cha-Cha
why
Cha
I was
speak.
speak.
trying
Hold
to.
on.
position.
But that's
I'm
why
Hold,
we
y'all.
moving
Let
asked.
Cha Cha
in
speak.
no
Let Cha Cha speak. Cha Cha,
economics.
what you saying?
All I'm about to say is he's indigenous on both sides of his family. Not only was he indigenous, but his family talked about that. There's newspaper articles. When I did my research, not only was Joe Jackson indigenous on both sides of his mother and father's family, Catherine Jackson, even though there was like with Catherine is less documented, but that's only because she wasn't doing interviews and stuff like that. Then what I like about Michael Jackson's story is they got newspaper clippings and actual pictures of his family. And the even more beautiful shit about it is the motherfuckers don't look Siberian, but you could tell they're indigenous. You get what you would like to say indigenous niggas. I'll be back with that.
So I got a
Yeah,
question,
I'll
Cha-Cha,
be
after you get
back
done.
with that.
What's your question,
Cha-Cha.
John?
All right, so I got a question. So if we're gonna use parents and people who's so my great grandfather claimed that my middle name is Native American. That's what he said. My on my mama's side, that was my daddy's side. On my mama's side, they say stuff like, "Oh yeah, we got Native because of my grandmother. Because my grandmother, she had an interesting look." I don't know too much about that, to be honest. I don't know
Hey,
enough
Punk.
about it.
That's why I
I'm
said
not
Hey, hold up.
denying it.
Hey,
well,
Punk it.
that's
Stop
why I
sending these
said
little ass. Hold up, Punk it. Stop sending these little ass roses. Trying to make it like you doing a lot of big gifting. If you don't send a couple big gifts, we is tired of seeing your name
Yeah,
pop
then
up
Okay.
with these little ass
no,
roses.
Thanks,
Darquan, that's
Pumpkin.
what we be telling our ass, like, bro, send them little ass roses, like we don't be any big cashing out.
Real
Thanks,
talk.
But
Stop sending these
Pumpkin.
little ass roses.
These little
I'm
ass
just gonna
fucking
say,
roses.
but
Thank you.
Cha-Cha,
Day.
I'm just
Thanks,
saying like,
Pumpkin.
but that doesn't mean that they
Thank
deny
you,
the
though.
African ancestry. You get what I'm saying? Like I know that's a part of my oral tradition that they say that. I don't have no
Punk it.
proof
If
of
you
that,
send
so I
another
don't go
rose,
around
we
saying it.
blocking you. We blocking you if you send another rose. But so you said you don't go. I'm sorry, brother. I
Yeah,
was rude
I
as
don't
hell.
go around saying that I'm, native. I mean, when they did do they quote unquote DNA test, they did have an abnormally high on my daddy's aunt. She had an abnormally high, and she got the same mama and dad as my dad. But I don't claim it because it's so small. Like I just don't. I don't feel a
Big
connection
is
to
your
it. I don't
African?
have a connection to it.
How big is your African?
Huh?
How big is your African? You say it's so
We can't
small.
really
You
hear you.
kind of
Why?
breaking up,
Breaking
man.
up.
Said, how
Yes,
big
breaking
was the
up.
African side? You said the native was so small. How big was the African side?
I'm just gonna go by my aunt's test. Her test, it was over 60% African, and then the rest of it is European.
So y'all more white than indigenous.
Man, Pretty in
Yeah, I
Paris
think
is setting it
technically,
off,
yeah.
man. W
I mean, I
Pretty in the
already knew that
comment.
part though.
W Pretty in the comments. Pretty setting it off, man.
So, but we do know that when it comes to our ancestry, that we are probably more white than we would be indigenous. And I'm
That's
not
Yes.
saying
crazy
we're
being
white.
that
We have
white is
more
the
white
recessive.
DNA or
That's
whatever you want to
crazy.
call that crap. but
And
but
you don't
that's
find
the
that
mixture.
suspicious, Kim?
Hold up, Wise. Let her finish.
So what I'm saying is, I hate talking about our DNA like this, but when you look at it, typically have more white ancestry than we do indigenous, right? I don't view myself as an indigenous woman or a white woman. I'm mostly African.
Do you find that highly suspicious? Don't you find it highly suspicious that a recessive gene, you could be more of that when you look more of African?
I
Wouldn't that make
mean,
So
let's.
wouldn't that
it,
make in DNA, wouldn't that make the black gene less dominant and the white
no,
gene more recessive?
no, I don't think it doesn't work that way. I'll give an example because I hear people say, well, we don't look African. We actually look like a whole group of different Africans. Like for myself, I'm mixed with 10 different African ethnicities, 10
Right,
different.
but so my
So,
question is,
go ahead.
based off that information that you're giving me,
Hmm.
my question is, how can you be more of a lesser of when you mix with more of what you claim to be?
Wise, what the hell you just
I
said?
I think I get what she's saying, but it doesn't. Okay, you're saying that
Listen, I've
white
been drinking.
genes. You're
Her
saying that.
white genes is she's saying that her white side is more than indigenous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying
And
that whiteness in itself is not as strong in general when we talk about genes and
right,
stuff like that.
right.
Okay,
When we're
I
talking
got
about
you.
genes.
I mean, that's
So
just a
if your
reality.
grandmother or your great grandmother or your grandfather or your great grandfather, if neither one of them was crackers in the last 2 to 3 generations, how can you be more of a cracker than you is of African?
So that's
Because
part. Go ahead, John. Go
that's
ahead.
that's a
Hey,
crazy way to
the
say that.
gift goal is at the bottom. The gift goal is at the bottom. Anybody want to give? Please hit
But
the gift goal. Go ahead.
I don't like calling you Bish. Sorry, I'm gonna call you Wish. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can
Wise.
call
Her
me
name
Wish.
Wish.
Wise.
Oh, Wise. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna just call you Wise out of respect. So Wise. So I mean, I understand what you're saying because even when we look at people like Nico Parker, or we look at, I mean, even Drake. I think Drake is actually technically 1/4 black. What's another one? It's a lot of those who they were calling them quadroons. So my family history that I know of, I know that I had. So going back at least 2 or 3 generations, my great grandfather looked like a white man, but he was classified as black. My great great grandfather was looks like a white man, but he was classified as black. And if I showed you pictures of them, you'll be like, "There's no way these people are black." But that's what they were
Thank y'all.
classified
Thank
as
y'all for hitting the gift goal. Thank
because
y'all for hitting the gift
my
goal.
great 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 grandmother was a slave. She was of African descent. However, they say that she looked damn near like a white woman. Now, according to our oral history, that we supposedly my great great grandfather married a woman that was already mixed up. She was a mixed black person, but they say that she had native ancestry. And that's just the reality, is that white genes themselves have always been not as strong as African genes, native genes, Asian genes. It doesn't matter what you pick. Like, that's just a reality, because when we're talking about whiteness in itself technically is an illusion. Whiteness does not come about until about the colonialism. So when they really meant white, they meant Anglo-Saxon and Protestant. That's what they really meant. That's the reason why you don't see Irish and Italians and certain other European groups considered to be white, because their ideal of whiteness was a limited viewpoint of whiteness. Therefore, anything that was outside of that paradigm was considered to be, colored and stuff like that. That's the reason why, we do hear the term swarthy used towards Italian. We do hear the term swarthy used towards Greeks, because these terminologies were often in association and in a perspective way towards Africa. So it's almost like as if anti-blackness, even still, it affected people who were not quote unquote black. So I get what you're saying that, these are lesser genes and stuff like that, because the reality is the concept of whiteness in itself, and the way that we perceived and view whiteness, and even the way that white people perceive and view whiteness, it is a fallacy. It's completely bullshit. It doesn't, that their genes is not that strong just in general. That's just how it is. I mean,
And if you
literally
take
with
the
more down to
color,
see.
if you take the social construct away and you just have DNA and it's blind with no race on it whatsoever, and you pull our DNAs and you do the gene pool and the records and all the different numbers and levels, They shit cannot match up to our blood work. It can't match up to our genetics. It can't match up even to the bone density. Even when you get
Ooh.
down to the bone density in our bodies versus their bodies, our bone density structure is totally different. So we always dominate.
So
Even with the skeleton. Even with the skeleton, we dominate. With
why is
no
that?
fucking clue.
That's such a dangerous point of view, especially for knowledge and all of that,
Yeah,
because
I don't know
those
about
thought
the,
that
the skeleton
the
one, but
the
I get what
thought
she's saying.
the
So
thought
keep going.
process causes medical racism. The belief that our bodies are
Listen,
so.
listen. If our
Mhm.
bodies is better, it ain't racism. It's
It
just
it
we the
Hold up,
shit.
why?
so
Why?
hold on,
Why? Let her finish. Let her
hold
Cause
finish.
we
on.
the
Why?
shit.
Okay, so the belief that we're superhuman leads to
No,
a
I
lot of.
never said nothing about
Oh,
superhuman.
wise, wise. Let her finish. Come on now.
All
Okay,
right,
so
my
you were
bad,
talking
Kim. Go
about
ahead,
bone
Kim.
bone density and all of those things that leads to medical racism. It's the belief that we don't even need pain medication like white people. So that thought process is so dangerous to us as a people. Race only makes up about 0.001% of the human genome. We're not a different species at all.
Hey, Kim, how
Mhm.
often is the study on heavy melanin done? How often
Right,
is it updated?
correct. That's where I was going, Bill. But
So
you
you
got it.
realize
How,
that
how
okay.
often? How often is the study on melanin updated?
I don't have any idea, but what I will say is people think that
That's the
do you
problem.
know, hold on. When people look at our skin, do you know that there are people that actually believe that bullets don't pierce our
Bill,
skin
she
like they
hasn't
do
answered
with
none
We
of
white
my
we
people?
not we
questions.
listen.
Girl,
We
I
not
know.
we
I'm
not
not
I
even
talking.
Oh,
finished.
one mic,
This
one mic. We not just gonna all start talking. Come on now.
But she don't
right, but
answer
I wanted to
questions.
piggyback off my shit because she was responding to what I said.
All
So
right,
when you
wait,
got
wait. In the
people,
middle, well, let her finish her response, and I'm
go
gonna let you
ahead
get your
and I'm
question
next.
out.
I'm next. Go ahead, Kim.
So I want you to think how people look at our bodies. If you look at studies, they things like they think touching our head is magic, give people magical powers. They think that our skin is so tough that one bullet would not unalive us. Right? It takes multiple
Okay, I'm talking about
bullets to
actual
Oh,
scientific
hold
Bill,
on,
hold
hold
studies.
up,
on,
Bill,
hold
hold
And I'm
on.
up,
talking
Bill,
about actual scientific
hold
studies.
up,
What she's
Bill,
This
talking
hold
about
is
is
up.
completely irrelevant. She's
Bill,
making an
let her
irrelevant
finish,
point.
man. Let her
I
finish,
mean,
though.
she was responding to Wise at first, but
Right.
I'm
Come
waiting
on,
yeah,
for
man.
her to
let's
Stop
land
get
her
to the.
plane so I can
interrupting.
respond. Go
Let her
ahead,
land the
Kim.
plane.
so what I'm saying is that school of thought leads to medical racism and a lot of other systemic issues that we have as a people. We're not so much different than other human beings. We're not super beings.
Well, I never made the fact that we were super, but we are better. And what I mean by that is just by nature, we can go out in the sun and we can withstand the sun without taking suntan lotion. Wouldn't you call that a better skin
That's not
than
true
what
though.
they got? It is. It is true. I don't get sunburned. I have white
Oh
friends.
Lord.
I have white friends and they go to the beach. And when you touch them, their skin peel really bad and it blister up. I have white friends that get sun blisters because they didn't have enough suntan lotion on when they went out. I've never experienced that in my long ass black life in history. I've never experienced that. I have white friends that when they get out of the shower, they smell like a dog, a wet dog. In my hundreds of thousands of black ass years, in dog years that I've been living, I've never smelled my people smell like a dog, not unless they were playing with one.
So
Dog
that's
years are
that's
Wait,
71.
not
I
are
don't think
true.
you
All
are
right, can
100
I
years.
go?
all right?
Can I
Hold
go
on.
So
real
I'm
quick?
trying to tell
Go
you,
ahead, go
it
ahead.
ain't
Go
about
ahead,
what
Cha Cha.
people think, it's about
Hold
we
on.
can
Wait, wait,
what we
wait.
can
Go
see.
ahead, Cha Cha.
No, so this is the article that I wanted to bring up. And this is a throwback article, not some Afrocentrism because that's what's happening or being marketed to black people. And I guarantee you, when Michael Jackson said that in his book, it was around the time everybody was on their Afrocentrism, wearing Afro medallions and doing all that shit. giving our culture away to Africa, like how you see now in our culture. So this is one of the things that they were doing. Not only did they talk to Michael about it, but they of course talked to Joe Jackson and Catherine and stuff like that. And here's the picture of the indigenous person they're talking about. Notice how he doesn't look like a Siberian. Here's a better picture of him. Okay, and look how closely everybody else looks just like him in the picture. Now, and it's on both sides, and it's something that I kind of want to bring up and just have y'all ponder about, right? Now, when you look at someone from the early 1900s who haven't wasn't involved in slavery or whatever and became your grandparent, who were the ancestors before that? Because one of the arguments that y'all bring up a lot is, oh, well, we got 16 grandparents and 16 this, and it turns us to 24 and all that other shit. All right, let's go on with that. Now, let's go on with the society that was isolated and they only 1 or 2 generations away from you. What will be the dominant gene? You will be more indigenous than African or anything else, especially if you had a indigenous ancestor and all their ancestors before that were indigenous, because there was no such thing as an African or European in the Western Hemisphere. Just think about what I'm saying to y'all.
Trying to
All
catch what
right,
you saying.
Yeah, yeah,
we're only
yeah. You
we're
kind of gave us like several questions, Cha Cha.
Yeah, the
I
girl
didn't give you several questions.
Yeah, you kind of gave us a whole study guide, Cha Cha.
You're
But I
trying
still
to
love
be,
you.
you're trying to be funny,
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
not.
but
I'm
dead
not
I'm,
being
ass.
I'm
serious.
dead ass
I'm dead
serious.
ass too.
I am. I'm serious. You gave us a lot of questions. I can't. I mean, I want to respond. I just didn't want to interrupt you because I got respect for you.
No, the only reason why I'm trying to get it out because I understand this is a panel full of big personalities, and it might be a while before I'm able to talk again. So
No,
I
I
just want
understand,
to,
Cha
while
Cha.
I got the mic, I just want to hurry up and get everything that I was thinking about out,
Cha,
and
if
then
you
get it
trying to
back
talk,
to the
I'm gonna
floor.
make sure you able to talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, we like you, Cha
No.
Cha.
All right, so
Even
just
though I
on
don't
the
agree with
Michael
everything you say.
Jackson, just on the Michael Jackson, the surviving relative is this gentleman here who is full blooded. Now notice the phenotype, what he looks like, and even though it's a black and white picture, I guarantee you he's a person of color. So it's not a filter like how OHF and the rest of his cronies would like to say when I was showing the Inuit people. He's actually a person of color. Look how identical they look. Look at the current phenotype of the Jacksons now. For example, the one that played Michael. Look at the complexion, how clear the skin is, the way the hair is. Even though it's curly and have some kinks, but look how smooth that shit is. Look at Michael, Catherine, all that stuff. Look at their phenotype. Look at their complexion and different things that you could tell they are indigenous to the Western Hemisphere. And this is all we've been talking about. And I guarantee you, when Michael Jackson came out with that shit in his book, that's when all of America, every black person in America in the middle of being in that marketing Afrocentrism strategy. I guarantee it. Check out the year and then correlate that with the rest of the music industry in our land.
All right, I
I'm
just want
gonna
to
look
say
up the book right quick.
shout out to Pretty in Paris. She been hitting the gift goals on a
Yeah,
regular
I
basis,
like
man.
this.
Shout
That's
out to
cool.
everybody gifted, man. Shout out to everybody that's here listening. And shout out to the panelists, man. Show love to the panelists. Shout out to Kim for showing love with everybody and being here with us. But yeah, though,
Yeah,
anybody want to
shout out to
respond to Cha
Kim
Cha?
I mean,
and
yeah,
what
I
you
was gonna
call
say the
it.
book was released in 1988.
Yeah, when hip hop
1988.
was when hip hop was wearing those fucking Afro medallions and everybody was talking about that off the wall back to Africa shit again. Yes, yes. Well, that's when he came out with the Remember the Times video. That's when Coming to America was coming out. That's when everything about black
And that was
culture.
right before the African American Summit reclassified every motherfucking
Oh,
body in
Thank you
brother.
very much.
1989.
And that
Jesus
was the
Christ.
African
Mm-hmm.
American terminology. Yes,
which
Rocky.
was
You
coined in
see
1782. But
that, but and that shit was an anonymous person that could have been any motherfucking body. It wasn't an African
Forever.
American person who did that
So
goofy ass shit.
I'll concede that our ancestors did want to move away from being called African because that was during the American colonization society when they were trying to send our ancestors back to Africa. That's when they kind of did not want to be called African because in their minds they were American, right?
It was
But
due
that
to the
doesn't
free
mean
Negro problem and them trying to build colonies
Oh,
in
excuse me.
Liberia. So it was multiple
Exactly.
factors.
in
So
different
they
in
had
different
Right,
areas. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it
That's
was
why all the
so you had Africa in Mississippi, Kentucky, Philadelphia, Monrovia. You had a couple of colonies over there, and I actually have the manifest of free people who went over there, their jobs, their certain people who were slaves who released them. You know, and most of them were released due from employment. Like captains would release certain people, you know, like their crewmen and stuff from labor and allow them to go. So it was many factors on why people went to Liberia. It wasn't all just because they were slaves. And Joseph Roberts was the first and seventh president of Liberia because they had a free Negro problem on top of other situations that was going on.
Okay, so this was
So
after
yes,
this was after emancipation that the
this was between
ACS.
1820s and
Okay,
1848, December
so that's when we
31st.
wanted to move. But our ancestors knew they were of African descent. They knew they were African people. They never stopped knowing that, right? So I don't know. We can say that, yeah, we
But
may
where
have
was it
indigenous.
written?
Where was
Did
it?
they
What?
write accounts that they were African?
Okay, so you've
Well,
heard of Equiano Olato.
yep,
Yes, I have.
Yes, we have.
I have as
Okay,
well.
so
named
what was his
James
account
Weldon
that?
Johnson.
Yeah, David Walker. You know about him, right?
Right, but these
Y'all,
are you said they were not on individuality, but these are individuals.
I'm
And
giving you
then you have
examples.
certain
I'm giving you
right.
Yes, I'm
I
telling
know, but
examples.
I'm
everybody.
saying like groups of people at one time. You're right. So that's what I'm
That's
asking.
fair. So we do also have the I believe the one of the first churches made by African
Hmm.
Americans. The is it the African AME?
Yeah, the
and
Go,
African
Yeah,
go,
but see,
go,
Methodist
that came
go,
Episcopal
from the
Rocky.
Church, but
French,
she
and that
thinks that
means
shit that's
so.
from France. It's a
one
French
mic,
Yeah,
conversation, Chase.
one mic.
yeah. So that came from France. So that
Oh,
means so. It
Lord.
wasn't an acronym at first. It was, and then oh, that's a lot of stuff that went down. That's when the Russian Empire, right before it fell, it was a lot going on. But I mean, I don't know.
yeah,
Having
the
all this
AME
education.
church didn't happen
Imagine
first. It
having
was
all this
the
education knowing
cover.
that everybody lied anyway. Imagine
Well,
having all this
but
education
Right,
but
and
like
everybody lied any goddamn
Y'all
way.
just
That's
yeah,
the
saying
but
part that
certain
get
anything.
me.
thing. I mean, but certain things we can
That's the part
verify.
that get me.
But
that
certain
shit
things
crazy. Huh,
we
Wiser?
can. But there's
Yeah.
certain things we can verify slash unverify.
Nigga, you can't verify shit. Show me one thing
Well,
that you can verify.
well,
I
she
mean,
is a
but
lot.
Put them on the big
Okay,
screen,
I'll
Daquan.
ask. Simply
but
put,
you go ahead,
as
Stan.
evidence, there is no evidence of Africans coming to the
Verify
Americas
nothing.
prior. There is no evidence of Africans coming to the
You
Americas
cannot
prior to
verify nothing.
1492. We haven't found any DNA evidence, any archaeological evidence,
Who
not
keep
even
muting me?
plants.
Wise, chill, man.
That's just a fact.
Yeah, but of course you ain't gonna find that because one, we're still the new world TV
That
favorite.
nigga made a claim that he
Hold
can
on,
verify
let
some
me
shit, and I want to see this
see.
nigga
This is
verify it.
why
Hold
I
up, Wise.
mean.
Hold up,
This
Wise.
is
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
why
Tata.
Tata is on your side. Let her speak.
for
Your
one,
ass up,
only
John. Don't nobody need you, big ass nigga.
Chill.
There we go.
Madam, I don't
Y'all chill,
understand
y'all
what's
chill.
going
Let
on.
Tata speak.
Niggas with no friends always got shit to say.
Now you know she
Niggas
gonna
with
come
no
out the mic.
friends ain't got always
John,
got shit
John,
to say.
John, chill, chill, John, chill. Wise, chill. Y'all let Cha Cha speak. She trying to speak. She says y'all got a lot of loud voices. She trying to get her opinion out.
Yeah, this is why I be doing that shit, cause so I could stay muted for a while. But one less than 1% of North America, the United States of America, has been excavated or anything like that. And when they do find bones or whatever that is of indigenous people, they attribute it to the so-called African American. I guarantee it, especially when they digging them shit like Central Park and other parts of like Long Island and Manhattan and stuff like that. All right, they don't give the acknowledgement where it actually belongs to. So there's that bullshit that we be having to deal with. And two, less than 1% has been dug up and excavated. Of course, they could say, "Oh, well, the oldest bones that they found were in African or whatever the case may be." Yeah, because y'all was already there. Y'all been there. Y'all niggas already know each other. All right,
Put me on the big
Wait,
screen.
but
y'all
they
been doing business with each other for hundreds of years before you even came to the Western Hemisphere. So of course you're more
I know
knowledgeable.
this ugly ass nigga.
I
I
I
ain't
know
know
this
you
ugly
got
ass nigga
mad.
ain't say I ain't had no
I know
friends.
you
Chill,
mad.
I know
chill.
Don't
this
do
ugly
that.
I
ass
know
nigga
That's
you
ain't
not
say I ain't
mad.
cool.
had
Wait
no
a
Don't do
minute.
friends.
that. Don't do
This
that.
nigga
I
ugly.
know
This
she
nigga look like
mad.
a
No,
giraffe in
don't.
the face.
I know
Wise,
you
Long,
don't do
mad.
ugly-ass
that.
giraffe.
Oh, I know
And
you
over here
So
mad.
trying to sing and shit,
I know
and
you
then gonna
mad.
say
I'm
I ain't
not
got no
trying to
friends.
sing. I can sing
And
your drawers
so
off.
if I could
It's
say
not.
they
Wise, don't.
found.
No, that's not cool. Don't do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. With that said, they have found the oldest human remains in 2017. So
Darquan,
yeah.
can you take that picture off? Y'all
She's
ugly
mad.
tripping.
ass.
Yeah, don't do
She's
that. That's
mad. That's fine. Hey, at least you
Nigga,
oh.
you
saved my
ugly. Talking
picture.
about somebody ain't got no
Go ahead.
friends.
Go ahead
Your
and
ass
have a
ain't
good
got
night
and
no
I
with that
friends.
tonight.
guarantee you
Go
You
ahead.
that
better
Have a
put some
great
money
whatever
with
night
your
with
they
that
ugly
do,
tonight. I
self.
that
know you
shit
are.
is debatable.
Well, someone has to find something older, not just
You
for
ugly ass
Africa,
better
No,
be
but
Yeah, I'm
goddamn.
somebody
You
ugly, but
better
you
get some
saved
across
my
they
money.
picture,
did
right?
the whole
You
find
gonna
planet.
have a
shit
great night
older.
tonight.
It
I
just
know.
don't go
You gonna
with the
listen to my songs
narrative.
Your
and you
ass
gonna have a
ugly than fuck.
Ma'am,
I
they
ain't
have
listening
to
to them
find it
songs.
older before they can say anything different.
I guarantee you that they have. Pull up what you're talking about. And I
All right.
guarantee you, we're gonna look at the context clues, and I guarantee you, they're gonna say shit like debatable, arguable, arguably, all that shit. Pull it up. No, not the overview. Put
so
up
you
the
saying
actual what you
he
call it.
ain't got no solidified source.
Yes, all of them are like that.
The oldest
John,
Now
human.
read
John
it.
definitely African. John definitely African. Look at his
No, yeah,
skull.
I take that
Yeah, John.
as a
Yeah, look at his
compliment.
teeth.
Thank
You
Yeah,
you.
that's a
definitely African,
compliment.
bro.
Thank you.
He's
I
handsome.
take
That's a
great
Yeah,
pride
he
compliment.
in that.
African. You
Yeah.
I take
goddamn
great
right he
pride in that,
African.
Miss
You
Anonymous.
take that goddamn that's
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I make good looking kids and I'm a handsome nigga. What's
in
good?
Morocco too. At that, that's disrespectful.
What about
Well,
Morocco?
Damn,
No,
why
that's
is
I've
where they
heard that. I
Morocco
found
know
the
what you're
disrespectful?
talking.
oldest
I know
human
what Chacha's
remains, Kim.
saying.
So
Why
yeah,
is Morocco disrespectful?
Thank you, John.
No,
At
I'm not
least
saying
Hey
that it's
somebody
John,
hear what I'm
disrespectful.
saying.
I understand what you're saying.
No, I wanna
Cause
because I think I missed what she said.
Jesus
yeah, what are
Christ.
you
she
saying
was
when you say
talking
that's
about the
disrespectful?
I mean, out of all places, right? You know, with the history Morocco has, that's the oldest bone. So what's next? They're gonna say the Arab or some French or whatever the
well,
case may be.
Arabs
I don't
don't
They're
think they
come
about
would
till
to.
call them
later,
They're
French. I
about
don't think they
to.
would call them French or
They,
Arab because you know their
and they don't
migration
come
pattern.
until later. And
yeah,
as a
but
Right.
the French, I know.
The French wouldn't have been in that area at the time.
I know that. But the way the fuck these people work, I can see that's where it's going. They're not gonna
Well,
give
they're
it
not gonna
credit.
contradict themselves like that now, Cha Cha. That would be
and
dangerous to
Yes, they
contradict.
will.
but before but let's understand
You don't
something that
understand the enemy.
when it says the remains were found in Morocco, all that means is that it unalived there. That's all that means.
What? Who unalive
That
there?
person's
Well,
body that they found.
Yes.
Yeah, so it could have been anybody. It could have been a motherfucking European. It could be a Spaniard. It could be a
But
South
now you
African
stretching it though.
whooping
Right.
Yeah,
his
I don't know
ass
about
up
that,
there.
Tucker.
Right. And that's not
And
and the
then,
thing is, it's not just one we have. The top 3 oldest human remains reside in Africa.
Yeah,
I'm
all in East
forced.
Africa.
Yeah.
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 I'm
oh,
kind of
okay,
forced to say
so
I'm kind of forced to say you have the top 3 oldest human remains on the earth. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of them. Well,
But see,
I'm
this
now
why I
kind of
need MIA at right here. Hey, Bills, get MIA up in here. See, MIA has like some refuting information as it pertains to this topic. Um,
I'm not saying maybe they
And
came from somewhere else, but
Chase lied and said he can prove everything and can't prove shit.
well, I just brought up the oldest human
Boy,
I
remains
you
on the
brought
mean,
up
face of
you
the
somebody
earth.
still
else's
you still
goddamn
befuddled
work
over
and
me
you
right
can't
now,
prove
baby.
it.
yeah,
So you could tell
but
race from
let's look at
bones,
the
right?
language.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
Let's
can't
look
brought up
at
tell
the
race
somebody
from
You
else's
can't
work
language.
and
tell
bones.
race
can't
from
prove
Their
bones.
shit.
No,
You
you
can
could
tell
tell
ideas.
race
human.
from
You can
bones,
tell
right?
one
someone's a
mic,
Hold
one
human or
mic,
not.
on.
one mic, one mic,
Hold
one mic.
on.
Hold on. Wait,
As I
you can
say,
tell Darquan,
Hold
can
up,
you tell race from bones?
no, you cannot.
Wait, wait,
Let's see
Nah,
though.
but let's
but
look
hold
at
up,
Oh,
hold up,
their
okay.
hold up.
Okay.
Let me make this
ideas.
argument. Let me make this argument that they do use bone structure and things of that nature to kind of identify
Race.
race on remains as
I
well.
seen it
I
on
mean, they
Unsolved
used to
Mysteries.
do that. They used to do that back in the day with school
No,
Yeah,
they
I
science.
seen
still
it
do
on
that.
As
Unsolved
we,
Mysteries.
Forensics
but
still
Yeah,
do that.
I
They
Yeah,
I mean,
know,
still
but
when
use
the
it
then,
black
forensics
people
to this day.
bone,
but
I
And
just
they
Darquan,
told
that's
y'all
also
that
but
they
they only
use
said
do
the
that for
black
your
people
ideas.
features.
bone
but
have
Darquan, you got
higher
to.
density than the white people bones. They could tell by the
Oh
bone
Lord
structure
Jesus.
if
Now
you
I don't
black
know
or
how
if
they
you
do it,
white.
but I do
Right,
know they
John.
do still
I
use
don't
John.
know how they know
they
it
do
That's
neither.
still use
Yeah,
bone structure. No, no,
Hell
it's
yeah,
not.
they do.
Chase, you got your computer up right now. I just want you to
okay.
search it up. Do they use bone structure to identify race in forensic science?
Do they use bones?
While he's
Should I say
looking
yeah,
that
skull
up
Bone
shape?
real quick,
structure.
but
You
I
said
said
Darquan,
structure.
you gotta keep in mind
bone.
there's still some lingering white supremacist type like stuff going on with that.
yeah.
Well, I
Wait.
mean,
Before
I'm just
you,
saying that it's still
Lingering.
using
What
No,
modern
no,
is
day
it? They
science.
never
I
know.
understand what you're saying, but I'm saying
Talking
like
about
even,
lingering.
and I hate to have
but
to say this, and I know I'm saying this to the wrong crowd, but sub-Saharan African is a racist term, but
Very.
we still use it.
yeah, wait, hold on. Before y'all pivot even more, in his article, they said their ideas. They not even sure what they even found or looking at or where it
What does it
originally
say,
comes
Chase?
from.
Modern forensic science does not determine a person's race from bones.
Well,
What does it
they
say?
lied in the
Thank
80s then.
you. That was
They lied.
simple. That's all you
Yeah,
Well,
had to
because
do.
the
they
80s,
I
used to.
appreciate that.
No,
yeah,
but
of
Yes,
they
course
used
they
to,
used
Rocket.
to. It's
No, but
2026.
I'm asking
right.
like
Hold up. What else
even
it say?
then
What
it
else
was
it say?
like
What else it
Uh
say, Chase?
Key aspects of ancestry assessment, school characteristics. Forensic anthropologists focus on cranial features such as shape of the nasal opening, aperture, facial width, and teeth to estimate ancestral affinities.
Right. So that's still kind of structural, right? But I mean, I get you. I
Yeah.
will concede, but I do think
Yeah.
that's still along the lines of
Yeah,
structure.
because
that's
that's
the
because
cranium. I
quite
said the
frankly,
bone, that's the skull. I
because
was
to be
asking
honest,
bones.
that's almost what if I'm an indigenous person, you want to go away from that as far as possible. That's how you get labeled as African.
That's a
I
That's
fact.
how
mean,
we get negritos and all types of, you know what I'm saying?
yo, Chase and Darquan, y'all ever seen the Innocent Project?
Nah.
I think
Okay,
that's one
so
of the free black men who were arrested for crimes they didn't commit.
yeah, they've exonerated a lot of people. But so one of the things that they did a documentary about how dental science and stuff like dental forensics is a flawed science. They've been using that and they
Yeah,
locked up a lot of black men off of
based off
dental
that.
forensics. So like even like it's a lot of stuff that came about in the 80s. That and it was because of old boy that unalived all those women. What's his name?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I think it was. I think it was Jeffrey Dahmer. Or no, the one that
Or
was charismatic.
Ted
Hold
Bundy.
on.
Ted
Let me
Bundy,
get this
that's who it
right.
was. Yes, Ted Bundy is because
Yeah,
Hold
Ted
on.
Bundy had the dental forensics and stuff like that. So
right.
that's
So
something that came
That's
about in
why
the
we leave.
80s.
That's why
so
you
let me
gotta
get
leave
this
that
right.
alone.
Let me get this right. In the 80s, let me get this right now.
They were wrong.
In the 80s, they was using bone density to identify people by race. And after the 80s, so all the stuff that they did prior to the 80s, and use bone density to identify race. You mean to tell me they went back and corrected all that shit that they used prior to the 80s when they stopped using it?
They
That make
I'm not
all
telling.
science a
Yes,
lie.
they
That make all science a lie then.
oh
Because
Lord,
that's exactly what they was using.
madam,
If y'all telling
madam,
me they're not using it no more after
madam,
the 80s.
ma'am.
madam. Okay, so I got a question for you. What do you think science is?
Nigga, I want you to answer my question.
Okay,
I
what
don't want you to ask me no
ask your
questions.
question, and
I
then I'm
want you
going.
to
And
answer my question.
madam, ask your question, and then I want you to answer mine.
Listen, basically, science is some bullshit until they ass get smarter, because we notice with science, everything is always changing. They'll make something a fact and then come back years later and say that the fact that they said was a fact ain't no longer a fact. So in science, facts ain't even fucking facts. So my question is to you, prior to the 80s, they was using bone density to tell races of skeleton bones. And then after 80s, they stopped doing it because they said it was racist. What about all the shit that happened prior to the 80s, like the 60s, 50s, 40s, 20s, and so forth? They was using bone density to identify races of people. Now coming the 80s, they ain't using it no more because it's racist. That means they got to go back and change all the ways that they was doing science prior to the 80s then.
Okay,
And that make
Fair
everything
enough.
change.
they
That make
but they
everything
but
change.
that's what we literally just said, that they've been correcting that. That's it's
Yes,
outdated for a reason.
that's why we
Right. But
stopped.
how many cases have they went and corrected
They've
that they
been
That's
told
why
us
we
about?
have the Innocence
they've been
Project.
steadily working on that.
Can
Like
you give me an
steadily.
example? Can you give me an
You can
example of
watch
what
the
they
The
went back?
innocent,
innocent you can watch
Do
the
anybody
innocence
have an example? Do
you
the
can
anybody
watch
have an
the
Innocence
example?
innocence
Project that
project,
John just brought up.
that documentary that I was telling you about. You can
Right. And
watch
do you
that.
have an example? You telling me about a project that just came
I
up.
mean,
I'm
I don't
asking
have
you, is there a specific
I could have
example
I
sworn he
that they
don't
just
had to
named
go
hold
an
back
that
and
type of
example.
relabel? God
information.
damn, can you stop talking, Chase? I'm talking to John.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have an example of where they had to go back and
Hold up,
correct
Cha Cha. Who
history?
was requesting up? Oh, he up, he up.
That's crazy. That right
Okay,
there
go
should be
ahead.
alarming.
Okay, so
No, who
what
was
we
requesting
understand to be true,
up?
and if it becomes outdated, if that's what ends up happening, they have to go back
Oh,
Would
and they have
Would you
to
like an
correct it.
example?
bro, if
Huh?
you don't hold up,
I can give a.
you gonna hold up. You gonna wait till your turn.
Wait a minute. We got to ask some questions, some screening questions. Because I see
Right.
Yeah,
some people. Mhm.
yeah,
I'll
my
let you ask some screening questions, Miss Kim.
yeah. But science is constantly evolving. Science in itself, science is the study of the world that we live in. It's a form of communication. In a technical sense, it is also a social construct.
In the
The
theory.
things okay, theories make up. Okay, madam. I appreciate your candor and the way that you challenge, because you be saying shit that I was like, what the hell's going on? But a theory has to be explained. Like anytime you say a theory has to be explained. Whether it's a scientific theory, whether it's a conspiracy theory, whether it's any type of theory, a theory still has to be explained. It cannot be a
And
theory
backed
if you
by
cannot
evidence.
explain it. And
Correct.
backed by some form of evidence. Like you cannot just say, even if a theory is quote unquote pseudo, you still have to be able to explain that theory and to be able to substantiate it somehow. That's the whole point of a theory. It's the same thing where you have a hypothesis. A hypothesis is, an opinion that you've come up with in order to try to find a conclusion. That's a hypothesis. You get what I'm saying? Like it's generally a theory is based on a hypothesis, but we're talking about science in itself. Science in itself is a social construct. I mean, history is a social construct. Pretty much most of the things that make up civilization, social constructs, because it's society coming together
Black
to
African
construct things.
American
Go ahead,
social
land your
construct.
plane, land your
Yeah,
It's
plane.
yeah. So
Indigenous
labels,
Americans.
social constructs, but regardless, to get to the point what you're talking about, you can go.
No, no,
Yeah,
Miss Kim, you want to screen, dude?
yeah, because he
Well, I kind of want to hear the last what John is saying because
Okay, John, go
yeah.
ahead, land your plane, bro. We want to hear you.
I'm gonna just sum it up in one sentence. So it science is constantly evolving. Some things become outdated. That's just the reality of what happens, because science is constantly evolving. We must constantly learn, and we must continuously learn and to
evolving
grow
mean
our knowledge.
changing. Does evolving mean changing?
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe so.
okay. I
Yeah.
just wanted to
or
make
moving
sure.
forward.
I mean, science evolves.
And you know that's why when I look at the out of Africa theory,
Daquan, is you muting me?
No,
well,
hell no.
I was
But
Who
gonna
these
say
motherfuckers keep muting me? Pretty as you
I don't
muting
know.
me?
I was
Hold up,
gonna say,
Miss Kim, can you screen Slippery if that's what you want to do?
Hey, Slippery, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. So, are you of African descent?
No, I'm not.
Are you? Okay. All right.
Are
I
you
just heard the
indigenous?
conversation and somebody asked for an example of how things have changed, as far as, looking into bone density to other things and wanted an example. And I have a perfect example because I've been on this topic for 43 years.
Okay. First, before you start, did you vote for Trump?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So one of the ones I've studied ancient American cultures most of my life, and Luzia was one of them. Found in Brazil. I'm sure you've all heard of her. 11,500 years old. Of the fragments they found from her skull, they estimated on the skull thickness that she was black. They re-examined her in
Okay.
2018. 73
Okay.
different people out of, I think, 14 different universities, and they were able to extract her DNA. And when they found her DNA, they found that she absolutely was not. They were completely wrong, and it changed everything in the way that they thought of the entire thing. They've also found that you find cultures around the world, ancient cultures, we are not the same as people 40,000 years ago or 15,000 years ago. We're not the same at all. Everybody's changed. You think of the melting pot and how people have mixed and how people have changed and traveling around, and everybody's got a relative that moves somewhere else, and that's how it is. And what they found with Luzia is she was actually they thought she was 2% Negretto, and it was based on her skull thickness. And when they finally extracted the DNA, they found that she was Clovis and Malta Baru, which completely changed everything. So that's what I believe John was saying about how they evolve with the way that they do research, is they have new techniques and new ways of doing it. And that's a perfect example of how they did that, because they found they were completely wrong on about 18 different remains. They've had to re-examine these, and a lot of them are still ongoing. They have to. They have to get back into it. They're not just going to say, well, let's stick to what we found in 1872. But we have this new way of doing this. We need to try this and see what we come up with and compare it, and, compare certain results with other things. And there's just so many things. But Luzia is a prime example because they were so convinced in 2012 what they found with her. And then 2018, it completely changed.
and
And
if I
it's
could
due to
say,
the advancement in our technology. And it's just, it's
So,
something
and
so are
we
you
got to
and
are
hope
you
that
slippery
saying
and
gets
in
slippery.
less.
If
Oh,
I
one
could,
mic, one
2000?
mic, one mic, one mic, one
could I
mic.
go?
Chase, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when you take the out of Africa theory, for example, nobody
Mhm.
here is saying that stuff because it's some affinity to Africa. Praise be to Africa. Give all your no. It's just certain things I have to when you find out some certain evidence, then I'm forced to go, okay, there's a lot of evidence going to there. Cause like when I
Yeah.
take a human migration, humans either one have a single starting point, or two, every continent has its own human beings just coming fresh out the dirt. One or the other. Now, if we go with a single starting point, well, the top three oldest human remains are
Morocco.
found are in that continent of Africa. Whether
Yep.
I like it, whether I hate it, whether it disgusts me, whether it
It's a
makes me
fact.
happy, it's what can I say after that?
We haven't found anything else to
Right,
change
but
that.
he didn't. Yeah,
That's
but Darwin didn't have that type of information when he came up
it.
with the
Don't matter that
theory.
he did.
And
We're
when he
talking
came up
now,
with,
But
and when
yeah,
he came,
now's where it counts.
and when he
right?
came up with the theory, the nigga was drunk sitting by a pond. He married his cousin, for God's sake. I
That's
don't want
fine
to
and
take a
dandy,
theory.
but
No,
I
it's not
mean,
fine and
Albert
dandy.
Einstein also married his cousin. So I
I
mean,
mean,
white people.
Carl
I mean,
I
Malone
mean,
is a
and
sicko,
then
but he will
these are
dunk
the
on everyone on this
So I got
panel.
a
these are the
question for Slippery
scientists that
Yard.
y'all listening to.
So Slippery Yard, based
Yeah.
off what you just said, they was using bone structure to determine somebody's race in 2012 when they say they wasn't using that in science no more. And in 2018, you telling me that they came up with the theory or the hypothesis or the conclusion that they were completely wrong. So you telling me after a specific way of doing things supposedly got banned based off racism, they still used that in 2012, and then in 2018 they went back and changed the shit that they supposed to stop doing in 2008. Is that what you just came up here and said?
They estimated who she was based on her skull thickness.
Right,
And when
right.
they extracted DNA, they had to smoke and gun because they could find exactly who she descended from.
So they were still using it after 2008. That's my question. Bone
Well, yeah,
thickness.
because they couldn't.
yeah,
It
because
was
it's
very
different
hard.
scientists.
They had like 17 skull fragments, so
But if
they
it
did
was
the
you
best they
talking about
could.
different scientists, but if it was across the board that we shouldn't be using this, no scientist should have been able to even publish that in 2012, misleading or
It
misguiding the
was the
people.
science of the
As I
time.
said, they
Yeah, the
said
science of the time, and
estimated
there's a
who
different
she was.
consensus for it. Like when I was in college, we were still saying Caucasoid, Negroid, and
Oh
Mongoloid.
my
That was in
God,
the
y'all
early
said
Exactly.
2010s.
2008. Now we in 2012.
It
You're not
sounds like
understanding what we're
even
saying.
Well,
it
I
here's
sounds
an
totally
like
understand. I
example.
even
understand
One
dates,
mic, one mic.
No, you're not understanding what's being
it
said.
sounds like
yeah, you
even
just slow.
Lucia was
No, you slow.
reclassifying her damn self. That's crazy to
Well, think
me.
about
Right.
what we had for cell phones in 2012 to 2018. Look how
It's
the
not
Like
the
technology
same
everything
changed.
isn't
thing.
agreed upon by all scientists. Like I literally just mentioned before, we're still using terminology that is racist, that is known to be racist, but you have certain scientists who still use it because that's the terminology that they decide to use. That's just a
I want to
reality.
know. I want to know. Was that a peer review or was that a primary source prior to 2012?
I mean,
2012, they
it's both.
estimated.
Hmm.
Was
In
it a
2018, they
primary? Was
had
it a
the
primary
technology.
source? Was it a
What?
primary source in
Yeah,
2012?
yeah, because they use the original
Oh, okay.
bone.
So primary
Yeah.
sources ain't hitting on shit these days either.
Okay,
No, no,
so
no,
we
no.
got we
So
got to get some
wise,
context, and I
what?
get where you coming from,
Hold on,
Wise.
hold, John. Let
But
Miss Kim respond
yeah, I'm
real
sorry,
quick.
Kim.
Then we'll let
So
you.
what they're saying at one time they use a different type of science to group people as far as their race. More information came out, more technology came out. They they instead of using skulls and bones, they used DNA. And based on that DNA, they were able to track her relatives. I'm sorry, her descendants, right?
Yep.
So that's what happened there. Before they didn't have that
I know what
technology.
happened. I know what
Mhm.
happened, Kim. I
Okay.
know exactly what happened. I've been following the story. I'm challenging everything that they did to make you believe what it was back then. And then they came up with a change in 2018. So
Well,
prior to 2018, before this big change came up, everybody was believing the hype on what they thought she was prior to 2018. So I'm following the story. I'm
Mhm.
because
following
it
the
was estimated.
timeline.
It was
I'm letting
estimated
y'all
in
know that
2012.
it was some bullshit when they posted it.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's what I'm letting you know.
I mean, we looking backwards, we could say, yeah, that was some BS, but we have
Right.
to
And
know
how
that at
much
that
other shit
time,
can we look? And that's my point when it comes to this out of Africa theory, and everybody is a descendant from Africa.
so
That's my
wise.
main
It's
So
the
point.
most
there's
That's
some
my
They, they're
substantiated.
main point.
generalizing how
It's
they
the
collect
And
most
y'all
DNA,
with it
which
One
is
too.
substantiated
not
mic, one
right.
mic, one
scientific.
mic, one mic.
My main point.
It's a bad point.
No, that's a great point.
It's a bad point. Keep going,
No,
though.
because you're gonna be dumb in 28
It's
in
all right.
Miss,
28.
It's all right, baby.
uh,
Yeah, you're gonna be
Miss
dumb in
Kim,
That's okay.
2018.
Miss Kim, what was you saying?
I'm going to go through the Human Genome Project. So what science geneticists have been doing is they're mapping out the human genome. And what they found is that the oldest people, oldest woman, they call her mitochondrial Eve. She is a Khoi or San African. And what they're saying, that's your mitochondrial Eve. All people descend from Caucasian people. And that's not the right word to use, and I apologize. But those are who we all descend from, and they're African people.
Mhm.
Just like the Albert Perry thing. when
Right.
when 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 people bring up Albert Perry having the oldest haplogroup, and even to a point, it had me going like, damn, maybe it really is the out of America's theory. But then I discover what the Bangwa people or the people in Cameroon have that same haplogroup. So now, if that's the case, now I have to tell you that those people are indigenous to the Americas as well.
But you know what, the Chase? I thought that his line was completely gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I
thought
always
it was off the
perceived it.
earth.
Yeah, it was
Nah,
displaced. That
right.
it's a displaced group of people.
Like that's when it's not anything personal. It's just what the evidence shows.
At this time.
Nothing more. Yeah.
So
Yeah, of
And now
course,
we
at
can
this
so
find
time.
some. If you
slippery.
can prove something different, hey, shake up the world.
Well, I
I
don't have
mean,
to prove anything different. I just
What's
gotta
your
say
what's your
that.
stance on this?
What's that?
What's your stance on this conversation?
On what point?
The Albert Perry.
Well,
Or the
Albert Perry.
out of Africa theory too.
Well, if you
Right.
look at his genealogy, he was a descendant of slaves, and straight up in his genealogy through his family.
They said that his shit predate the stuff that they had about over
Oh yeah,
300 years.
yeah, in the early
So
2000s.
so I'm trying to figure right. So if his shit predates the out of Africa theory, how can you say that he African?
How does it?
If he
Because
if
he
once
if
again,
shared,
his
he was
if
a
his
descendant
blood
of
work
slaves.
if it
and
no
he
if his
shared.
blood
How
work
does that
predates
predate
that.
the out of Africa? How does that
Oh my
predate it?
God, we just went over this on another panel, and the man debunked his own damn self by pulling it up because it said it predated the shit that they was talking about with the out of
It
Africa theory.
predated previous
So can y'all
understood
read how
information
he came up with the
because
connection?
science evolves.
Because he
Go
shares the
ahead, go ahead,
same.
Cha Cha.
Thank you. Charles Darwin, and we can look up into the articles, but like I said, for conversation's sake, and I'm not trying to take up too much time, he came up with this theory because one, the closer relative, Darwin noted that humans share more physical and behavior traits with the African great ape, chimpanzees, and gorillas than with
The
any
boom.
other species. So that's how he came up with the so-called out of Africa theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Geographic logic. He applied a general biological principle that living mammals in any given region are usually closely related to the extinct species of that same region. Since chimpanzees and gorillas were only found in Africa, he reasoned it was. Hold on, let me go
Mm-hmm.
to the what you call it. So the only reason why this motherfucker in the first place
What?
thinks that we came out of Africa was because we got traits, I guess arms, limbs, our features or whatever. This white motherfucker thought we resemble these monkey, gorilla,
That's
chimpanzee shits. So if we look like them and got so-called traits, I thought he thinks we swing from trees, right?
Tasha, Tasha,
They don't stop
Tasha.
for
So
long,
since
boy.
he thinks,
We got it. We
hold
I'm
got
sorry.
on,
no.
let me
Let
I
her
finish.
know,
finish. Let
but
her finish. Let her
Let
Tasha,
me
finish. Let her finish.
finish.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Thank you. All right, cause I got. Let me put up the second one so y'all can see the shit more clear. With the,
Hey Jay.
cause
but
this
just
is
let us
the
know when
that's
we can
the.
provide clarity, Chacha. Just let us know when we can.
Hey man, I want to say we
All
got the
right, you
host that
want to
do the
provide
most.
clarity
Oh
right
no no
now
cha
while
cha cha
I'm in
cha
the
no
middle of
finish.
talking?
No
No,
cha
no,
cha
I'm
I
finish
didn't
waiting.
finish.
even get the whole
Oh
shit out.
oh cha cha
I'm
hold
waiting.
up hold up. I'm gonna let you finish. I want to say we got the host that do the most. Fucking baby up on the panel, man. If y'all don't follow her. That's who page we on right now. Let's move on.
Hey y'all, let's touch our fans, y'all.
You know, because this is his theory. His reasoning, which is in current modern day science, which is the reason why you still call us African, nigga. All
No,
right.
that's not the reason.
So this is the reason. This
Yeah,
is
Go
no,
ahead, cha
Darwin
cha. Go
shit.
ahead, cha cha. Go ahead, go ahead.
we don't.
which is what science is built upon. All right, they added
Mhm.
on to his theory.
And
All
without
right,
that theory, it wouldn't exist. Without that
exactly.
motherfucker, the theory wouldn't exist.
So anyway, let me finish. Right. So because he thought motherfuckers looked so closely to him, we got limbs and all that shit. He must have saw his cousin swinging from a tree. And Chase, I'm not talking about strange fruit, so please don't go on a war tour saying that bullshit. But anyway, he must have was swinging on a tree, acting goofy, and he's like, oh shit, chimpanzees and all that shit do the same thing, so we gotta be related. And since we are doing the same shit and look like these niggas, we gotta be from Africa because, that's where these motherfuckers is from in the first place, right? And then when we talk about the anatomical support, his conclusions were reinforced by his colleagues. So then you had other white motherfuckers who co-signed that shit. Like, you know what? You gotta be right. They were sitting there drinking whiskey, smoking cigars. It was like, yeah, I could dig that shit. I
Let me
could dig
piggyback.
that
Let me
shit.
piggyback on that for you, Cha Cha. And the number one reason is because they have the monkey gene. Caucasians do carry the monkey trait. It's called the rhesus gene. And the rhesus gene is what they carry. So because they didn't want us to be different from them because we don't carry that trait, this is how they came up with the outer Africa theory and threw that shit on everybody. They put it on everybody and said everybody had the monkey trait. When in reality, it was the fucking Caucasians that had it.
So if I could say, right?
Okay, oh my bad.
Yeah, you can go. You can
Go
go.
ahead, let Punky come on up and speak. Go ahead.
Nothing. I was just going to kind of speak on. I understand that at the end of the day, Darwin probably was racist or whatever, but his he went based upon anatomically. I can't pronounce it right. Excuse me.
Anatomical.
Anatomical.
Anatomical features, in which that applies to our species. For example, like a house cat versus a lion. We know they are two different things, but they got similar features. They got whiskers. They purr. They purr like different features. They not the same thing or whatever. But they have a common ancestor. They're not saying that they house cat and lions is the same. You get what I'm saying? So that's how they approach that. Like, at the end of the day, if you take a chimpanzee or bonobo, for example, they not humans like us. They not Homo sapiens like us, but they do have similar anatomical features, such as the fingers, such as the heart being on the left side, such as the lungs being in the same place, all the liver, this, that, and the third. They got haplogroups, they got blood types and all that. They're not saying that we are them. They're not saying that they are us. They're not saying that we come from them. So that's how they approach this. They don't approach it as how y'all thinking. That's all I'm
They did say that we came from them. They said the evolution, the ape turned into the human.
no,
So yes,
they
it's
they saying that
evolution.
no,
That's what.
no. Now at the end of the day, everything have a common ancestor. Farther back we go in time, hell, they say we relate to a banana on there. Like farther back you go, like I mean, it is what it is. Not
Right.
saying
Yeah.
And
that
it's
we
gone.
we we are that. They ain't saying that we are that. They're just saying that we have a common ancestor.
So
Even
what's
our
the so what's the definition of
Of a
ancestor?
common
That means
ancestor. Yeah, that's
somebody
what I need
fucked
to
the
know.
ancestor,
Right.
somebody fucked a monkey or
no,
chimpanzee,
Yeah.
that's
and
no.
Can you
voila, here
explain it,
comes
Pumpkin?
humanity.
No,
Can you
no, that's
explain it?
Here's
not.
humanity.
Cause
No,
Well, if
that's
I
years
could say
not.
this,
ago,
That's
right?
I
not.
remember
No, no,
in
no.
school they taught us evolution, and they had a
Well, if
monkey.
I could,
They
if I
had a
could say
monkey
this, right?
walking down right.
Hold
Then
on,
the
let
monkey
Wise
start.
finish. And
Yeah,
then I'll
and
let
I
you speak,
remember
Chase.
in
Appreciate you.
school when they taught us evolution, they had a big ass ape walking down right, and then on the second picture his back lifted, and then on the third picture his back
And it
lifted
goes up
straight
to a
up.
man, right? It goes up
Yeah,
to a
and
man.
that's what they
But
taught our ass
but
in
why?
school.
But hold on. But why? That's a very oversimplified version of evolution. Like that's just an oversimplified. That's not how that happened. I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's a misnomer. That's not how evolution works. First of all, we don't even come from that monkey or whatever, because humans don't come from monkeys. Humans ain't monkey. That's just a very oversimplified version trying to explain evolution for kids or for whatever, you know.
Well, can you
So
explain it for the adults that's here
White
today?
people. Can we get a source back in that?
Yeah, because I'm about to Google what the fuck
Hold
is
on, hold on, hold on.
evolution.
Let Chase respond. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Chase.
I was gonna say, like, me personally, even I doubt the evolution theory. I don't really believe it like that, really. But as for the out of Africa theory, it's not nothing personal. It's just human beings are bound to come from a single point, unless we're saying that all continents just randomly had human beings spouting out of the ground, and which is no real evidence
yeah,
for that.
I mean, I don't
So
know. To me
Exactly.
though, like
They can make
evolution is
it's
shit
really a
up.
one. It's a
motherfucker. I'm
simple
not making
one.
this shit up, but
It's
the
a
I
thing
mean,
simple.
is, if you
but
believe
One
that,
Let
mic,
me
one
finish,
mic,
right? Let
one
me
mic,
finish,
one
right?
mic. Let Chase finish, and then
Yeah.
everybody respond.
So it's a simple thing. Either humans spout from one continent, whether it's Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, the Americas. They're gonna come from one single point because it takes two humans, a man and a woman, to make another human baby. So they're
Says
gonna
who,
come from
bro?
one point, whether
That
it's in
says
Africa
who?
or whatever. We just say
Says
Africa
who?
because, well, okay, so now you
Who
have to go.
said that people had
Wait,
to come from one point?
ma'am. Okay, so now we are saying
Sir,
that. So
sir.
now we're saying that humans come from multiple
Multiple
points all over the
places.
planet.
Right.
But
Yes.
now here's
Homo
the problem we have with
heidelbergensis.
that. The problem we have with that is, well, the DNA shows that a lot of us are connected to other people. Like, what's a prime example? As much as the Adam and Eve people, even I confuse them for a little African. They really do look the part, but genetically they're more akin to the
yeah,
Indian,
they
Asian.
Asian. They are
Yeah,
Asian. Yeah, they are
they are.
Asians. Though,
Their
especially
body
the
is more
Adam
meant for
people.
Asia.
You
As
talking
much
about
as
the
they might,
Khoisan people?
no.
No,
Okay.
The Adam and
the
Eve
ones that
people.
live in like South India, like them islands way south of India, they look
Yep.
Oh.
literally they look like Africans.
I'll be
They
honest.
Oh
I would
yeah.
have confused them. I would have confused.
So
yeah.
we
They could
started
have been in
off.
any
So
But
I noticed that
National
Chase keep
Geographic.
coming up with Adam and Eve. Why did you miss
No,
the
no,
people?
Adam and Eve. That's the
Why?
name of
Adam and
them.
Eve, that's the name of their Adam and Eve, that's the name of their tribe or whatever, the name of the people that
Right,
live.
because if you
Yeah.
go to the Bible, they tell you
That,
that we
I'm
sprouted
not
from
talking.
just Adam and Eve.
I'm
That's the
not
same
talking.
which
talking
I'm
which
point
not
we're
that
not
you
talking the
coming with.
Bible, ma'am.
in
I'm
No,
not
Adam
you
and
talking the
coming
Eve.
with
We're
the
Bible.
saying a
same.
Adam
different
and
way.
You
these people
coming with
are
the
off the
same
coast of
talking
the
Let
point
Indian
me.
in the
Ocean.
One
I
mic,
Bible.
one
think she
mic,
see
one
a
mic,
picture.
one mic, one mic.
I got it. I'll just show the picture with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
land.
just pull a picture of it. But yeah, Chase,
Can I say something?
I agree with you. Hold on, just a second, sir. I agree with you. Like either we all come from one source, or we popped up in multiple places. But if we did
Right.
pop up in multiple places, you got to explain how do we all end up as Homo sapiens sapien? We all had different origins. Like if humans popped up on in Asia, Africa, the Americas, how did we all of a sudden just all become one species? Like how did that happen? You're gonna have to explain that. Is
Hold
it
up,
is
hold
Exactly.
up,
either
hold up, hold up. We're gonna let
okay?
Slippery go after this. What you wanted to say, Slippery? Yo, Slippery, you there? Guess not. All right, man. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, like Pumpkin saying, everything's
Just
gonna
to bring it
need
into
its.
perspective, everything
Oh,
that
go ahead, go
everybody's
ahead.
discussing here is. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear you.
go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Did you
while
did
while these
So
boys they
did you want to
if
say
figuring
put it
out,
something?
this way,
I
Hold
Homo
on,
still
hold
sapiens
on,
have
want
hold on. Let
existed
her
Slippery?
for
speak.
300,000 plus years, million. Yeah, so we've only existed for 300,000 plus years. Homo erectus existed for almost 2 million. Homo heidelbergensis existed for almost 2 million years. Think about the diversity that they had in almost 7 times the amount of time on this planet.
I mean, like people overthinking it. Like is I don't know. People take it so serious. Like basically, out of Africa theory just simply stating that this a group of people left out of this place at this certain time. It could have been anywhere in the world. It just so happened to be
To
what
be
so far
Africa.
all the
Woo.
evidence so far is pointing at Africa. If it came from America, I don't like who
Sunrise.
cares? I don't nobody
Sunrise. Invite
I don't know
invite MIA.
nobody I don't know why people make a big deal. Like people just don't like Africa for one thing. That's the
Yeah,
main
No,
that's
what's
reason.
where it
But
come
fucking
down
great
to.
but I
ape?
don't
That's
know.
I
really
know
what
But
it
why he's
sounds like.
That's really
answering
what
my
it is.
it,
question.
it's
Yeah.
not
And I'm
that
still
it's not
waiting
that
for
One
serious,
mic,
y'all.
one
It's
mic,
really
one
it
mic,
not
one
not.
mic.
serious.
I
Mike,
mean,
It
one
but
mic,
is
just
one
not
mic, one
serious.
mic.
but just going based off what Chase said, I agree with him. You is on a one or two thing. We got a single origin or a multiple
Places,
origin.
you
But
know?
the multiple origin, you got a lot of explaining to do though. You got to explain how did we become one? Because when you break down our DNA, we all Homo sapiens sapiens. We all 99.9% related. That little 1% or a half percent that we ain't related is due to our features, our skin color, our hair texture, and all that, eye color. So you got a lot of explaining to do. Like the math ain't mathing.
That's a
Like
lot of
And
explaining to
pumpkin.
There's
do, but niggas
7
don't gotta
million years of math.
explain who fucked the great ape pumpkin.
nobody did that,
Okay,
Cha
so
Cha. You
great
Cha, I
ape.
instigate.
just said I'm
Cha
And
being
then
Cha, Cha
again,
Japanese.
Somebody
Cha,
had
something
to though.
that's
Cha
his
Cha. That's
Right,
A
somebody
great
because
had to.
ape.
that's
people. Hold
One
on,
mic,
bestiality.
one mic,
That's
one
hold
mic,
on.
one
bestiality.
So
mic.
this is what
You don't
happened.
want to.
So
I need an explanation. I
But
need
Cha,
one.
but Cha
because
Cha,
Cha Cha,
I just said.
nobody
Hold up,
if
one mic.
the monkey or nothing like that. People
So how would
people
let's look up the
adapted.
definition.
Okay, hold on, Cha Cha, hold on. So people moved around, they adapted to the environment. Not only that, in Asia, in Africa, on the Central America, there were ancient hominid species. People also procreate with the such as the Neanderthal and the Soviet. And West Africa have ghost DNA. Like there was even some in West Africa, but they can't find the remains to them though. So that's how people look so different now because of that. But at the end of the day, we end up being Homo sapiens sapien, which is us how we are today. We the only species, hominid species that still exists today on Earth. You can't find no Neanderthal, you can't find no Denisovians, you can't find none of that. Now you can find some people that got the admixture, like or whatever, but you ain't gonna find no other species beside us on Earth today. We ain't no chimpanzees. We can't even procreate with chimpanzees. We can't procreate with gorilla. If a man and man have sex with a gorilla, a woman
No
has sex with
kids.
gorilla, they cannot have kids. They are something totally different. They on their own evolutionary path, different from ours.
And pumpkin,
And
it's
I
literally
wanted to
it's just as
piggyback and
simple.
answer your question. You said, so what difference do it make if people was just popping up on different parts of everywhere? Why do people care? And the reason why I would care because it would change the history and the lies that people been telling this far. So that's what it would change. It would change completely. And the reason why I would care because it would change the history and the lies that people been telling this far. So that's what it would change. It would change completely. Truly indigenous to this land, and the people that they claiming to be indigenous are not the indigenous people. So it'll be a ooh wah moment, and then people can get their lands back that's really belong to them. So
But
it's
lady,
all
I
but
mean,
it's all
I
about
get
What
what
in
you
the
I
delusion
get
is
right.
what you
going
I
So
get
that's
on?
the
what you
difference
I
that
get
it'll
what you're
make.
saying. I get what you're saying, Wise, but the only thing, like when it comes to human origins, it has nothing to do with modern day type of stuff, like getting land and who was here first and all that. It really had nothing to do with that. It's just like this happened hundreds of thousands of years ago. So it's irrelevant to current day type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like
No,
trying to
well,
get
because the
land back.
Africans still claim their land in Africa.
well, again, it's like when she
Yeah,
was
the
saying,
Africans still claim
Tacha
their
had
land in
said earlier
Africa,
that
even
you
though it
say,
happened
I don't.
100 years ago, 100,000 years ago.
well,
So they
again,
still have claim to that land today.
No,
but
Cha-cha.
all right. So if I
Cha-cha.
can,
That's okay. So, Cha-cha, look up what the definition of a great ape is now.
Well, I could do it. I have my laptop open.
Yeah, look up what a great ape is, because I mean, it's
Great ape. Can I get the big screen? Great ape. A great. Should I type in the or a great ape?
great ape definition. Just type that
Great
in.
ape. Yeah.
Because it's just a name.
That's what
Great.
I be telling them.
Yeah,
It's just a
hominids are
name.
just great apes.
It's just a name.
Can I?
We're
It
all
don't mean
great
Darquon, you
apes. It
nothing.
there?
doesn't mean that we come from
It,
apes. We're already
yeah.
great apes.
Darquon, can
Basically it's a because
Darquon, you
it
there?
no, it's a category. So people hear words like ape, primate, they automatically think a goddamn monkey. That's how our education system got us thinking. When you hear the word ape, you think of a monkey with a tail, scraping from trees, eating bananas, and that's not the case. If we want to be scientific and break it down, that's not okay. So I tell you what, Chase. So
Hominidae.
Google
Darquon
is
not
a
there. Okay.
monkey. Chase. Just Google is a monkey or ape. Just Google that
All
real
right.
quick.
Is a monkey an ape? No, a monkey is not an ape. While both are primates,
Okay,
they are distinct groups.
so there you go.
The easiest way
So
to
Now,
how
explain.
so
now
how
look
are we
up, are
how are we
humans great
monkeys?
apes?
So how are
Hmm?
we monkeys? How are we monkeys in?
Said monkey. They
And,
said
and
ape. They said
That's what
Yeah,
but
so
but
Cha Cha
monkey
saying
is
Pumpkin has been saying
Cha
the whole
Cha.
time.
Yeah, Cha
yeah.
Cha was saying that somebody fucked the monkey and all that, but
the ape, the great ape.
So my thing is, right, I was just gonna say, because I even said to Cha Cha, hey, I don't believe in evolution like that. I just don't. I mean, maybe I'm pseudo for that, maybe I'm not. Whatever. Fuck, what's going on? Yeah, I was just saying that literally. Cha Cha, that's you're not listening. Cha Cha, no,
Listen, you
Cha
gotta ask
Cha,
Chase. You
please
gotta
hear me.
ask Chase a
Cha Cha, Cha
specific
Cha, can
question.
just slow down. Cha Cha, just please slow down and listen to me.
No, but Chase, why do you believe in all the
Hold
African
on,
theory if you don't want?
hold
You
on. Let
gotta
me
accept
fin.
all of it.
Can I finish? And what?
You gotta
Can I
accept
just finish?
all
Can
of
I
it.
just finish? Can I just finish?
You
All
accept
of
the
it.
half of the
Hold,
story.
hold on. Let me finish. Okay, so let me finish. If I could finish, right? Oh, Planet of the Apes, yes. And if I could just finish. So if I could, so
Caesar,
all I was saying, right,
Caesar.
Daquan, you
ma'am?
there?
Can I please,
Madam.
Darquan? Where
Daquan,
you
come
at?
back.
So if I could just finish, right? It's
Daquan.
not that. It's not again. There's only 5 places human beings are going to come from. Wise. It's the Americas, North or South, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Africa.